Hello. Hello. We might do some volume adjustments, but we'll get there. Hi. I hope you're all well. Happy Sunday night. Today's Sunday. I think today's Sunday. It was a good day today. Got lots of good things. I'm so excited to try these. I'm so excited. I like as I was going through the recipes, I was like I I've been waiting for this moment the entire day. I'm preparing for it the entire day too, but I've been waiting. Also, hi Wigfoot. I hope you enjoy your 473rd seltzer. And Willie, welcome back. That break is really kicking in now. Choco milk time. It is true. It is true. And Zay, enjoy your 80th seltzer. Today is in fact Sunday. That is good. That is good to know. I'm okay with it being Sunday. Would I have preferred for it to be Saturday? Maybe, but This is good. I'm content with this. We got some fun activities tonight. I'm excited for it. But also, hi Zay, and hi Madison. Thank you again for the kind words. Let's bring ourselves in. I think everything's on. Let's see. Probably, maybe. Yeah. Okay, everything is on. Sick. Hello. We're back. We're back in the kitchen. It's like I left the setup where it was the whole time. It's actually such a lie. I did not leave the setup where it was the whole time. This setup is actually a lot lighter than our gingerbread cookie setup. Our gingerbread cookie setup was the most extensive one thus far. Oh my God, Wigfoot, you have a 20. You have a 20 stream watch streak. Holy, that's going back through like November. I mean, obviously it's going back through November. Oh my God. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. Damn. Sorry, I have to like partially read chat on my phone. But also, hello. Hi, Speed. Madison, I hope you enjoy your 152nd seltzer. And Speed, I hope you enjoy your 111 seltzer. That's what that is. That's what that is. It took me a second because I was like, what is this one? It's the emote that gets me every time, but it's a good one. I like it. It's smart too. It was Bigfoot's idea. And Sarah, I hope you enjoy your 277 seltzer. I see that today is in fact Sunday. It is, which is good. Again, I'm going to keep repeating myself, honestly. And Viv, I hope you enjoy your 128th seltzer. And Willie, enjoy your very first seltzer. This is a change from what we've had 4 years ago in this stream. But it's here. It's a whole thing. You could stack them. You could collect them. Hi Peyton. I have an ad. Hold on. Okay, Peyton. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your 322nd seltzer. I had my seltzer. I need to. I'll leave my cup handy, honestly. We do have a couple of mugs here. We got our supplies for today. These are the ingredients that we're using today. And we got our second camera. This camera is going to move around a little bit because we're going to have to move to the stovetop. But we do have a couple of hot chocolate recipes today that I am excited to try. They are different. I will probably, like maybe I feel like I'm not really gonna rank them because they're just different recipes. I think they all probably have their place. But if any of you would like to try to make any of these, whether it's tonight or another night, the recipes they're posted onto Discord. They come from 2 different YouTube videos that I found. And yeah, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. We're gonna try to make them. I think they're not going to be that difficult to make. I think they're straightforward. And hopefully maybe they'll take the spot of like me making hot chocolate. Like maybe I'll start to use one of these recipes instead of what I usually do, which honestly, I feel like the powder hot chocolate is what I go with. And we're gonna be starting with the powder hot chocolate. But we're gonna make our way up to using, a sauce pan pot thing, and other ingredients. As you can see, we got some cornstarch. We have shocking. We got some cinnamon. That one could be expected. Some cayenne pepper for the last one that we're making. We got a brick of chocolate over here. We do have some cocoa powder as well. That's going to be a part of most of these recipes, except for the first one maybe. We do have some cornstarch as well for one of the recipes. We got some vanilla. We have some brown sugar. We have some granulated sugar. We have some heavy cream. We have whole milk, and we have whipped cream. I just have those in the fridge right now because I feel like that's probably the better idea. I didn't know how long I would take to talk in the beginning of this. But yes, so what time do you typically go to sleep if you start streaming at almost 10 every night? It's the answer to the question is not going to suddenly make things good. Like I'm not gonna, like, the answer to the question is gonna make you go, oh, okay, cool. So he does get rest. He just does it this way. Let's say after gingerbread, it took a little bit to clean up. So I think that night, which was 2 nights ago, I went to sleep at like 5 maybe. Not good. Not my finest work. But when I woke up, everything was clean, which was good. And so tonight, for example, this I don't think is going to take nearly as long as the gingerbread cookies. We still have some dough left over, but and I didn't eat any of the cookies that we made yet in case we wanted to see any of them today, but I will start eating them after the stream tonight. So the pictures do live on. I took a picture of each individual one as well. I could post those to Discord too. I posted the whole class in one photo, but I also do have each individual portrait that I took. I literally went one by one, and I have those in my camera roll, so I could probably post those too. Name a car for an edit? Oh, I don't know cars. Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen. I know that car. But yes, we were 10 pins off from. Oh my god! Wait, the tournament, the bowling tournament. Wait, how did it go? Did you post? You did. You did. Maybe. Where is it? I'm looking. Your team got second. Congratulations. Is the season over, or is the tournament? I'm assuming the tournament's over. Okay, Lightning McQueen. Hell yeah. I hope that answer, although it was something. I'll send a link when I'm done. If you can, whisper me the link. It's not going to let you post it in here, and I also probably need to review it. But if you make a Lightning McQueen edit, I'll watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it on stream. I'll have to vet it first, but I'll be back in a few. Don't miss me too much. I'll do my best. This is gonna be a breeze. So here's the thing. Like 5 cups worth of milk, I think, in these. Quite a bit of hot chocolate, quite a bit of dairy to consume. If any of you are making this, you do not need to use whole milk. I'm just using whole milk because like I'm giving them their best shot. I can barely. I see Christ and Richards. No, that's Denise Richards. There was a follow, and there was that at the same time. Oh my god, wait, Chai. I hope you enjoy your 57th seltzer. Every time I see your name, it throws me off for a second. And there was also a follow, and I can Harold, maybe. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hot chocolate, I mean. Hello. Yes, we are making some hot chocolate. Megs, thank you so much for 15, I don't know her. Happy 14 months also. What I just did, extra lovely emote. I really do love that emote. What's playing right now? I see Ariana Grande, Santa Tell Me. Nice. I can kind of see like the album covers on my computer from here, but we're working with it. I can barely hear the music though, so I hope that the soundtrack is okay. If at some point it gets too loud or whatever, just let me know, because I don't know what you hear for that. It's like so faint. I just can't have my microphone capture it, because then we're gonna end up oh, I heard the posture check though. Then we're gonna end up getting a copyright strike. So got to avoid that, or at least I don't want to have the VOD muted. So we're just kind of going with it. Although I do kind of hear it just a little bit. You probably hear all the police outside too. That's just the regular sounds. And Coffee or Death, I hope you enjoy your 23rd seltzer. King of Heart, I mix coffee and hot chocolate. That's good. Drink? Like I feel like anytime people make like chocolatey things, we mentioned this last time, they always add a little bit of coffee to it too. So like they go hand in hand really well. Even if you're talking about like the whole drink and stuff, that sounds great. But yes, I cannot wait to make hot chocolate. It's like a pseudo mocha. I love it. It does sound so good. What was this drink? I used to have like this like frozen drink that was a mixture. It was like mainly a chocolatey drink, a little bit of coffee in it, and like you tasted that coffeeness in it, and it was very tasty. I used to have it a lot, but I haven't had it in a few years. So Megs, enjoy your 137th seltzer. I don't think I told you to enjoy that. But again, thanks so much for resubbing. Again, for 14 months, just an absurd amount of time, over a year. Oh my god, has it been so much time has passed? I can't believe like what this last year has had in store for us. We still have time before the year ends. We got approximately, what is it, the 17th today? Is it really the 17th? Oh damn. Well then, we got like 2 weeks left of the year. We're gonna make them count. We got plenty more activities. I don't even know how many times we've streamed from my kitchen this month. I think this is like maybe the 4th time, possibly. We do have, I think, a few more, but we'll see. We got the whole future to do this until I eventually move, maybe one day. Tom. I'm like, who's Tom? From MySpace? Time has gone by so fast. I know. This year breezed like by. I mean, every year I always say the same thing. This year was like, I don't have too much of a memory. I don't even know. It's like there's certain things I also don't know what happened this year versus last year. like I was talking to my friend, and I referenced an event that I was like, how many months ago was that? And they're like, that was 2 years ago. And I was like, how was that 2 years ago? The kitchen is a great place to stream. I love it, and I'm glad that you get to join me in here. We'll get started in a few minutes, but I'll go through the recipes that we're going to be doing today. So we have 4 recipes. The first one is a simple powder hot chocolate. It is going to be just some powder and some hot milk in a mug. We're going to try it. I'm not going to do a full portion size. I'm going to do half because I'm going to drink so much hot chocolate today that I'd rather sacrifice the powder because I already know what it's like. But I haven't had powder hot chocolate in a while. So we're going to start off with a powder hot chocolate as our base. Then we're going to slowly move our way into recipes that are a little bit more involved. Each one's going to be more involved than the previous. So the second one we're going to be doing is going to be a step up. It is, in the video, it's described as a simple hot chocolate. I believe it's rather a hot chocolate that is a step up from the powder, and it's got a couple different ingredients in it, but it's mainly, it's like a standard hot chocolate with actual melted chocolate. Actually, no, I think this one is cocoa powder and some other things, but it's a step up from using just the regular hot chocolate mix. The third one we're going to do is the Italian style hot chocolate. That's what they call it in the video. If any of these do not actually align with what they are, the naming, you could please take that up with the creator of the video. Don't though, they put, or do, I don't know. Anyway, the next one's the Italian hot chocolate, and this one is basically going to be like it's almost like, from my experience of trying what has been given to me as Italian hot chocolates, it's more like thick chocolate. It's like almost feels like you're drinking melted chocolate, but it's slightly different. And I'm excited I've never made it myself. I've only had it at other places, so we're gonna be doing that today. And then the last one we're doing is a Mexican hot chocolate, which is where we're gonna bring in the cinnamon and the cayenne pepper and a few other bits and pieces into it. And I'm very excited to try that. I've never had it in my life. Everyone who talks about it online says that they love it, and I am excited to give it a go today. But yes, we were there for 11 hours of bowling. Wait, we do, or maybe like 11 hours for the day. Damn, that is a whole day. I understand. How do you have energy right now? I mean, if you do, that's great. But how are you awake? I would be so asleep at this point. And Katie, enjoy your 228th seltzer. I'm so excited to be back. Had to get myself a spoonful of buffalo chicken dip. It sounds delicious. I had to scarf down some food for this because this is like our dessert. I'm probably gonna have a gingerbread cookie. The heart did break a little bit because I was at the top of the stack and they were covered. But maybe I'll start off with the heart today when it comes to eating the things. I don't know. We might be able to also just do the first step of the banana pudding recipe, the Magnolia banana pudding recipe. I have the ingredients for it, and I don't know when else. It's very hard to do because you can't really do it in one stream because there's a waiting period like of several hours in between two of the like you do a quick thing, you wait like 4 hours, I think, then you do another thing, and then you have to wait at least another 4 hours. So it's like, maybe we should do the first step now, and then tomorrow perhaps we can kind of finish that up. We're not gonna do exclusively cooking streams for the rest of the month, but we do have some more time to spend in the kitchen. I wanted to do Toontown yesterday, but like I said, I went to sleep at like 5 after gingerbread baking. So the Toontown thing for me is like if I wake up at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. even, then I am there. But if I wake up at like 12:30 or 1, I'm like, ooh, I gotta rush through the day a little bit. So I wasn't able to make it on yesterday. But we're resetting our sleep yesterday. I did get a little bit more sleep, and I got a lot of stuff done today, and I'm really excited. I did a lot of preparing for today's stream today, so I'm stoked. I'm stoked that we finally get to do it. But yes, can you bite the head off my snowman, please? I absolutely can. That was violent to me. It's okay. I will gladly bite the head off your snowman. That just means I get to eat more cookie. Sounds pretty good to me. But yes. But anyway, I do think that we are, as we approach, how long have we been live for? Like 15 minutes? Let me give you all points. Quickly add points, all. I don't think I did this during the other stream. I feel bad because I tend to miss more things whenever I stream from my kitchen because I can see the chat a little bit less and have to look at my phone a little bit more. Wait, first, enjoy 10K. And then we'll get into, I think we can start in like, we'll give it like maybe 5 more minutes and then we'll get into it. But I'll probably pull the other ingredients and stuff out so that we can move in that direction. That way we're not actually up until like 2 a.m. this time. We finished stream at like 2:40 a.m. 2 nights ago, which was fantastic that it was a Friday night into Saturday. Like way better than if it was like a Monday night into Tuesday. It would have made Tuesday very difficult. But oh my God, it's because I started streaming at like 10 p.m. Tonight I did not start at 10 p.m. though. Tonight I started at like 9:30. I almost could have started. Oh, I was like, who's playing right now? I almost could have started at what was I gonna say? At like 7 p.m. But I was like, I want to have dinner first. I also needed to like finish up some more preparation because I did wake up still a little bit late today because I was trying to catch up on sleep. I do want to do a little more prep for what we're going to have on screen today. But we got some new bits, new things, kind of a little bit. It's a refresher of something that I built before, but I made it better. I coded, I coded more. So we'll get that on in a moment. But yes, I ate a lot of energizing foods. For today, my team has a snack bag for long days like this. What is there any like go-to, like when you have like a tournament, and you have like a long day ahead of you? Is there any like snack that you find is like good in terms of like being able to bring with you, and it'll also like survive, and it's like you feel the fuel? Hi, Critter. Oh, I can't. My downstairs neighbors will hate me. Will hate me so much. But we can pretend, maybe. Slim Jims and goldfish. Sounds delicious. That makes me want to have beef jerky. How's this camera looking? Let me just do one quick little, gonna do a little refresh of this thing. That way we get a fresh look. We're gonna do a little review here. Get everything looking okay. What do we have? Let's see. So we got our main, we got our fun little close-up again. Okay, cool. And then we're back over here. We are going to be moving that one around so we can get to the stovetop, which is going to be an interesting experience because it doesn't lend well to being moved. But I think I'm excited to do that with you. But yes, multicolored goldfish are really good too. I've had them, I think, only like once. I haven't had a goldfish in a long time, but I really like them. Oh, okay. Just gonna let that. There we go. But yes, and cheese-shaped fish, yes. Sure. We could also have cheese-shaped fish. I usually prefer fish-shaped cheesy crackers, but that works too. Me and my friends made triple fudge brownies. Oh my God, which sounds so good with hot chocolate right now. That would be so good. These gingerbread cookies are gonna be amazing. I have them like over here. Are gonna be so good with this hot chocolate. I'm gonna wait until the end. I'm gonna have them probably. I'm gonna have a gingerbread cookie maybe with the Italian one, or maybe I'll have a cookie with the second, third, and fourth one. The first one I won't have any cookie with because again, kind of setting the scene there. And also, Callie, enjoy your fourth seltzer. I hope it is tasty. I hope it is wonderful. We'll probably make some seltzer at some point during this. Anyway, I think it's time for us to get this going. So what we're going to do is we are going to, let's do this. Beautiful. We're going to start with our very first recipe. With the powdered hot chocolate. I didn't spell check anything that I wrote here, nor did I actually look at what I pasted in. These were my notes and I forgot to actually make them. 1 packet of hot chocolate mix, 1 cup of whole milk. That sounds pretty straightforward to me, I think. That sounds pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be grabbing the milk really quickly out of the fridge. For these, I'm not going to weigh anything. I'm gonna just I'm gonna trust the volume from like measuring cups. But just know that I think for this, okay, again, for the packet, give me one moment, gonna check one other quick little thing to be sure. I'm still here though, I could still see you. We're just all hidden heavy cream, just making sure that all the other ingredients are in here. Looks good, shreds on top. Nice, okay. Cool, all right, the ingredients look good. Oh, it's a good song. All right, so we're here. Oh, what did I, oh, it's just, okay, cool. I was like, what did I miss? let me see, the little cakes I made today sound, oh, so good with hot chocolate. Which little cakes did you make? Or maybe you answered this already. I bought French vanilla cake mix and put in tins meant for meatloaf. Now I'm hungry again. I had a lighter dinner. I had a speed dinner because I wanted to make it in time for this. But we also have a whole bunch of other snacks, candy even. We have Goldfish, Airheads, Sour Patch Kids. I love Sour Patch Kids, Slim Jims, delicious peanut butter crackers, a lot of different chips and more, lots of water, a lot of snacks. I love snacks. I love snacks so much. Let me see, my mom and I made these cookies, I don't know the name, 2 Ritz crackers and peanut butter in the middle, dipped in chocolate and then refrigerated. I've never, actually not, that's a lie. I want to try this again. I really want to make like, I've made like chocolate dipped strawberries. I've seen videos of like techniques when it comes to like dipping chocolate in things and then having them like harden in the fridge. I want to do that. I want to like try to make like a aesthetically pleasing and like evenly dipped chocolate coated dessert. So maybe we'll do that at some point. Also, hi Giselle and Perch, enjoy your hiccups. Enjoy your 330th seltzer. Oh my God. Supposed to get food from the bowling alley too. Oh, also true. Oh man, I haven't got bowling in a bit. But yeah, it does sound great. And Giselle, enjoy your 285th seltzer. We're gonna get started. We're going to, actually, this one's gonna be, again, the simplest of them all. It's the powder recipe. If you wanna see the reference to the video that describes it. So basically there are 2 videos. One video covers the first 3 recipes. The next video covers the last recipe. But if you wanted to see the video link where the first recipes describe this, you can do ! powder and it'll give you the link. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to just fill this mug with about half a, let's do this. Let's go to, let's go up here. Let's fill this up with, I'm gonna do half a cup of whole milk. Again, I don't really wanna do a whole cup. I don't think I need to. Let's just make sure that we do it properly. Okay, where is that at? That's at almost. Okay, that's about half a cup. It's gonna be a light hot chocolate. It's gonna be smaller. Should still be good. I'm gonna put the milk back in here because I don't know how long I'm gonna take to like when it comes to stalling. I'm gonna pour this into the mug and then I'm gonna put the mug in the microwave. I'm not prioritizing this recipe too much due to its simplicity, but I think it is a crucial one. I think it's essential to doing this right. Again, it's a very, very small amount of this. We're gonna put half a pack of the mix, but I'm going to microwave this first for a little bit to heat it up. The other recipes are gonna be done on the stovetop, so there won't be any microwaving involved. But yeah, let's go back to our full kitchen. Here we go. Let's do 30 seconds maybe. Why is it making weird sounds? Okay. That was suspicious for a second. It was making sounds. Also, caffeine. Thank you for sharing your 3-stream watch streak down. That was the last one. And that was, I feel like this is like the third. We didn't do 3 in a row. I don't know. I can only remember this kitchen. Hot chocolate reminds me of one of my favorite food and drink combos. Popcorn with a glass of chocolate milk. Don't judge. That sounds great. I honestly, I haven't had chocolate milk like in a while. Let's see, are you hot? I don't feel the heat yet. I'm gonna heat it up a little bit more. I'm someone, do you like your hot chocolate like hot, or do you like it like warm? I'm gonna do another 20 seconds to be safe. See how that goes. I think this is exclusively gonna be used with whole milk. So I think it can, I don't need to rinse it out or anything there. But who knows how this will turn out. We have our mix over here. Nice and easy. Okay, you don't need to beep that loudly. That's steaming. I'm someone who likes my hot chocolate almost like scorching, but like not, it doesn't need to reach, it just needs to be like really hot, but it needs to not make it where I feel like the roof of my mouth burn for the next week, which also happens sometimes. Oh my God, Madison, 20 streams. Thank you for watching me for 20 streams in a row. Damn. That is an impressively high number. I really don't know what I was doing 20 streams ago. All right, here we have our powder. Sorry, let's look a little bit closer. See, we got some milk. I'm gonna take half the pouch. So I'm gonna pinch it maybe around there. And I'm going to just get that. All right, that feels like half maybe. Let's mix that up. Let's grab a, what am I gonna use to mix this up? Grab like a little spoon maybe. A little spoon. Again, very simple. This one's spilled it already. This is our base taste tester right now. And let's also grab our paper towels over here. I wonder how, there we go. Let's grab you, let's clean that down a little bit. I don't even know how I spilled that. I mean, you do, because you literally saw it happen. Nice cutting board, thank you. I'm about to get it really dirty with lots of chocolate, but it's okay. They're meant to get dirty. All right. It's regular hot chocolate. It's regular powdered mixed hot chocolate. It looks chocolatey. What I will do is, let's do this. Let's give it a little bit of a benefit here. Let's give it a dabble. I did not end up getting any marshmallows, but I did get some whipped cream that I just used some of. And we're going to put some of it in here. So we have our hot chocolate. We'll take this out. Let me actually grab, let's do this. Let's grab a plate. And this will be where, let's put a little simple. The other ones will be filled to the top probably. Let's just do it like this. Simple hot chocolate, a little bit of whipped cream for the flavor. Gonna just shake it a little bit and we'll give it a taste. One big marshmallow. Yeah, I couldn't find like good marshmallows. I found like very like oddly, I don't even know, like fancy or like hard marshmallows. None of them, like, I was just looking for regular marshmallows and I could not find it. It's delicious. It's just good. There's no reason to even diss on it. It's simple. The other ones are going to be a little more complicated, but like I think, you know, for good reason, I think they're going to give us a nice return. But it's delicious. If you ever just want hot chocolate, you don't want a lot of effort, get yourself a powdered mix for, you know, whichever powdered mix you like. You can use water, you can use a substitute milk, you can use any milk you want. I'm using whole milk for this one, and it's delicious. It has so much flavor. The whipped cream, it's just, it doesn't look that appealing because I only put half a little bit in here, but it's good. Oh my God, that's so good. Damn, that is unfortunate. Not even unfortunately delicious, but like, kind of is. I think the other ones are going to live up to their names, but oh my God. Yum. And we are just about done with this. There is a little bit of whipped cream in here. I do want to eat that. I'm gonna grab another paper towel to be my little face napkin. I'm watching Good Omens season 2 right now, and I forgot that he drinks hot chocolate. He was drinking at the same time. I feel like that happened with something like in my life, but like a month ago, where I think either I said something at the same time that a song I was listening to said it, or like I said something at the same time like a show said it, and it threw me off. I was like, what is real? Anyway, it's empty. TLDR, powder hot chocolate, delicious. A good solution if you want quick hot chocolate. You're not trying to do anything fancy. It satisfies the craving. It definitely does. I'm intrigued to see what the other ones end up being like after drinking that. But you know, that was good. So shout out to that. I'm hoping, I think the other ones, that was half a cup of milk. Yeah, we do have some other mugs that we're going to be using for these other ones. But that was solid. That was solid. I think it's good to have like a simple option. All right, we're going to be going to our next recipe over here. This is going to be a rather large step up. We're going to be going to our simple hot chocolate here. This one's got some whole milk, some, whoa, sorry. Oh my God, I just totally bumped into you. We have some heavy cream, some vanilla extract, some brown sugar, some cocoa powder, and some shreds of chocolate that are gonna go on top. Let me look at the actual ingredients, not the ingredients, the instructions for this, because that I definitely need. Let me see, I never even thought about doing hot chocolate with milk. I've always done it with water. I never questioned it. Milk would definitely be better. Yeah, I always did it with, I think I always did it with milk growing up, and then I entered a scenario where like I didn't have milk as an option, so I didn't know like that you could. And then my friend was like, my friend went to do it with water, and I was like, oh, it's a really good idea. And to them, that was like what they always did. I feel like this was in like middle school, but I thought that like you had to do it with milk. I don't know why. Like obviously you can do whatever you want. There's no real rule. But I always just like I did not realize that water was an option. I never thought about it. All right, so the chocolate for the shreds. What we're probably going to end up doing here is we're going to I'm going to take some of this chocolate. I'm going to, oh, there are like 3 bars in here. Okay, so I don't have like a cheese grater. What I am going to do though is I'm going to do a light, quick little chop of one of these. Take a look at this. And then essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix everything together. Yeah, we got these 3 bars over here. I'm going to open one of them. I'm gonna grab my knife. If you're using a knife, use it with caution. We're gonna end up using all of this anyway. I don't want to, I'm gonna need to use this chocolate for the other recipes, but let me actually look at the box to see what the serving size is, so I know like, how much each thing is. There's a whole recipe inside of this too. All right, how do I know what's what is my real question. Each bar contains 3 2-ounce bars. Okay, so this is 2 ounces, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a small bit, because I believe that I'm actually gonna need all of, I think I'm gonna need all of this for all of these recipes. So this is just for a little garnish. It doesn't actually matter too much. This is mainly a cocoa powder based recipe. But, you know, if you did want to, we can even see how, is that going to zoom in all the way? That's going to zoom in all the way. Oh, that one kind of worked a little bit. I mean, we're back where we started. But I'm going to just kind of crush that up a little bit. When you get close to your fingers, you just do it gently. All right. I don't want to do it too much. I think this is a good little bit to garnish. You know, you could see this. So I'll leave you to the side. Sorry about that sound. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this pot over here. Put the pot over here, I guess. I'm gonna mix everything together, everything that we need. So essentially this recipe is very simple in terms of what you need to do. You mix everything together, you know, stir it all up, put it onto the stovetop. And then once it's hot, you just pour it in, you put a little bit of the garnish on top, it should be good. For me, I don't need anything else sweet foods. It's gonna be so good. I would love some cheesecake. We really might make banana pudding today too. Well, we might start the banana pudding. All right, so for this, we need 1 cup of whole milk, which does seem like does look like I put it back in the fridge. For good reason, I know, but I was looking for that. So 1 cup of whole milk. We're gonna need a tablespoon of heavy cream, which is also in the fridge. So let's do our 1 cup of whole milk first. You can kind of see the measurements there. There we go. We got 1 cup of whole milk. Let's do another refocus on this too while we're at it. And then I'm gonna grab some heavy cream. All right, we need 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. So we're gonna grab our fun little measuring bits here. Let's mix them all together, place it over medium heat, whisk it. All right, so let's take you. Let's dump you in here. We have our milk poured. We need a tablespoon of this. Do you shake heavy cream? Probably. Does not say to shake it, but let's say it was on the truck being brought to the supermarket, and the truck got really bumpy, hit a bumpy road. Oh no, you can't avoid those things. You got to make your product available for that. Okay, great. Let's do it. So, I'm gonna open this up. The little tab is not. I swear I'm gonna get it all over myself. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I was gonna rip this whole thing apart. I'm gonna throw you out over here. Okay, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. So I'm gonna take this. This is our 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna put that in there. Looks good. Dump that right in. Look at that, it like literally sticks to the spoon. Let's put you back on for the heavy cream. I don't know if we need the heavy cream for the other recipe, so I'll end up putting this back in the fridge in a moment. I'm gonna use, again, this plate over here. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're gonna grab our vanilla extract. Also, Jackie, enjoy your 167th seltzer. 167 streams that was claimed in. My goodness. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday night. A 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're currently making some hot chocolate. A 1/4 teaspoon, I believe, is going to be this tiny one over here. 1/4 teaspoon. I think what I need to do is I need to like remove these from the little keychain because I always end up just getting it everywhere. All right, I'm gonna pour it off to the side in case I mess something up, so it doesn't just fall in. There we go, 1/4 teaspoon, right in there. We're going to need a 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. So now I actually need to rinse out the heavy cream that we pulled out over here. So I'm gonna just take this, do a little bit of that. I don't think I'm gonna stick this like in there. That was quite the sentence, but I am going to, I'm gonna try. This is something that probably would have been better weighed, but I think we may be all with this one. Let's grab, look again, it's still soft. So let's grab you. So again, it is a 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I'm actually going to put this over here in case I mess something up. What's the best approach here? It's like using just like sticking the spoon in would be a good approach, but I don't think that's an option for me. There we go, get in there. All right, you know what? I'll have another strategy here in a second. So if I pack this, let's just grab a little bit more. I know. Grab another spoon and get some of this out. On there. All right, I believe this is a 1 tablespoon, probably. Let's get you in there. And let's get another, maybe 1/2 tablespoon. All right, that seems like an adequate 1/2 tablespoon. Gonna dump that right in there. Use my finger to help that out. All right, what else do we have? Sorry, that must have been kind of loud. We need 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. So here I'm also going to, I'm gonna remove you. The keychain, this keychain is, are they dancing? I love. Gotta start mixing this together soon. There we go. I think we're done with the brown sugar for now, so I am going to take this, going to fold it up, get all the air out, fold it up, put the clip on, and get it out of the way. All right, let's rinse off our tablespoon, and we'll put in our cocoa powder. And then I think we may be good to start whisking it together and then putting it on the stove. All right, so this seems clean enough, which is good. What are we zooming into? Something in the back. Just something up there. All right, so we have our cocoa powder over here. This smells delightful. If you just take a look, wow, you can see so much in there. Maybe in the light? Kind of. You just know that it's there. It's in there. So let's just confirm how much we need. It does say that we need about 2 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons. Let me just wipe that off. So 1 tablespoon. Look at this. 2 tablespoons. Damn. of unsweetened cocoa powder, which is this. That's mixed in. And then we need to mix it all together, place it over medium heat. So let's take our whisk. Let's move the cocoa powder out of the way. I am going to seal it again, put it to the side. We're going to just whisk this up a little bit. Very chocolatey. How do you even get the cocoa powder to blend in with this? It's like very, I forgot how that messes with my lights. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Oh wait, let's make my counter. Alexa, counter soft white. No, don't.
Counter window and kitchen counter.
Alexa, counter lights soft white. Oh no, wait, I know what it is. One more. Alexa, kitchen counter soft white. Yes, that's so bright. I forgot what everything was called. Anyway, we're back. This is why I can't have my speakers on, because imagine if you TTS'd my Alexa. Too many lights to name. Do I have marshmallows? I don't have marshmallows, but I do have, wow, this is really, it's finally mixing, which is good. This looks very thick. I mean, like, it looks very, hefty. I am going to bring this all the way here, though. This is what we have. Very, very mixed in here. I am going to bring this now to the stovetop, and we're going to basically heat it up, stirring it occasionally until it's good. We do have whipped cream. We don't have any marshmallows. And then we're going to take it from there. So let me grab you. All right, here's where I try to move you around. Let's take the heavy cream and put that away for now. Let's take you. Glad I can mess up your lights for you. Thank you. Took me 15 tries. I forgot what everything is called. I don't know what other counter I have. I don't know why I had to name it the kitchen counter, but alas, here we are. All right, let's see. Let's see what we're working with here is the real question. Gonna move you over here. All right, this looks probably almost adequate enough. Cool, nice. All right, welcome. That's what we have over there. So I'm now going to turn this on medium heat, and I'm going to stir this occasionally. I am going to put this over here. I'm going to grab one of these so that I can put this down right over there. And then as this heats up, we could stir it occasionally and hopefully get something there. There should be a hot chocolate recipe that was named after Imagine. I don't even know what it would be. I feel like there's so many versions of hot chocolate that, like, what's left is the real question. They're all taken. I'm very excited to try this one. This one is purely, I've never made hot chocolate not from powder. So it definitely blended in, which is good because at the beginning it wasn't really doing that. So again, this one it was quite a few ingredients, honestly. For a simple recipe, this one had quite a bit. This one was, I'll move back over here for a moment while we kind of watch that. This one was whole milk. It had heavy cream, had cocoa powder, had vanilla, had brown sugar. We do have some dark chocolate to like kind of drizzle on top. It's definitely a, I don't know. It's like it's involved. But this is like, I think if you're not in a rush and you want to make yourself a nice little treat, like for me, for example, I make my mate every day, twice a day, and I like the moment where like I don't do anything else apart from go and get my, like, you know, you heat up the water, you wait for the water to heat up, you prepare like the actual mate itself, then you kind of get everything going. It takes out like 5 minutes of your time at the minimum. But it's like, it's a good break. Cause if I'm missing out on something because of 5 minutes, I'm doing too much. And it's like a nice, like necessary pause in my day. Where did you get all the recipes from? So if you do !recipe, you'll get the 2 links. There are 2 YouTube videos that I got it from. The first 3 I got from one of them, from the first one, and the last one I got from the second link. For each of these recipes, you can also do exclamation point. There's a command on the screen for the recipe itself. So in this case, there's a command on the screen that says exclamation point simple, because it's the simple, quote unquote, they called it in the video, simple hot chocolate. And it'll give you the link to that YouTube video that I got it from. None of these recipes are from both of them are from YouTube videos. The first YouTube video with the first 3 recipes does not seem to have a, like web page that shows all of the recipes that I found at least. But the second one does. But yes. Oh, interesting. It sent it in 2 messages. That's kind of cool. Didn't do that intentionally, but I'll take it. All right. This is smelling nice. It's definitely smelling chocolatey. You can see it kind of foaming up at the top. I don't want to burn it. I don't even think I need it to boil or anything. I think it's definitely hot. So let's take a look. It is steaming, so I'm going to turn that off over here. We're going to go back to our nice wide camera. I'm going to bring this back over here as well. I'm going to move this camera all the way back just to put it in this exact location afterwards. It's going to be awesome. But let's see. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll do it better this time. Here we go. What do you look like? Come on, stay still. Beautiful. Okay. So we got this over here. Let's grab our mug. We can use this Rae Dunn mug. Let me grab, let's use a, oh no, I have pot holders now, I forgot. I'm like slowly getting stuff. I'm slowly getting the things I need in my kitchen. I didn't have pot holders for like the longest time, but you saw them in the gingerbread making stream. All right, so let's grab you. We have some wonderful hot chocolate over here. All right, so I gotta do this kind of quickly. Hold on, I'm gonna switch hands. I'm a righty. I need to do it kind of quickly so that I actually get it in here. All right, odds that I spill is a real question. Show you back in a little while, but in case I'm having a great night, thank you, Willie. I appreciate it. All right, let's grab, so this is what we have right here. See our mixture. Looks good, it's definitely steaming. Let's pour that in right over there. Excellent. I am going to put this on the side, but we're gonna have to rinse that out because we need it for the other recipes. We have our hot chocolate in there. What we're gonna do is we will take our whipped cream that I actually have over here, and I'm going to try to make this fancy. Okay, that was something. And I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna try to give it like a little garnish on top. It's not the tallest, but it is definitely a hot chocolate. So let me see what I can give you here. I need to give you like a better view. I have an idea. Let's give you an aerial view here. Let's move this out of the way. Let's pull you up close. Let's let you see the goodies for what they are. It's gonna zoom in heftily. But I think it's crucial for something like this. Yeah, I can't really zoom out much more. No, sorry. A lot of staring at things. You know what? I can move the mug. Just gonna let that go there, and then you are gonna go there, and then that. There we go. We have our simple hot chocolate. Got some whipped cream, has some chocolate shreds on top. Oh, thank you, Cool Pizza. I'll take a look post-stream. But damn, I can only finally put ours up yesterday, and it might be decorating mine. Ooh, tree? Have you decorated a Christmas tree yet? I haven't. I still need to light it up too. But this is hot chocolate number 2. This is the simple hot chocolate. You could, again, you see the camera. It's just what it is. I'm excited to try this one. I'm not going to drink this entire thing because I don't want to fill up too much before the other ones, but I will end up probably downing these by the end of the stream at least. So we have this hot chocolate here. You can kind of take a look here. It's got the nice little chocolate garnish, the whipped cream on top. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Cheers to the simple hot chocolate recipe. Oh, that's hot, but that is good. I first got the whipped cream and I was like, that's not that hot. And then I poured more and then I got the hot chocolate actually made it up. It was burning. That went straight into my throat. It didn't even touch my mouth. Hold on. Whoa. That is really good. This one is a lot more rich. So here's the thing. The powdered hot chocolate that I used was a milk chocolate hot chocolate, I realized. This one is using, again, this cocoa powder. This cocoa powder, I believe, is bittersweet, so it's 70%. Yes, it's 70%. No, 100%. What am I saying? What was 70%? The chocolate 70%. But this is using, where's my drink? This is, oh, is that a hydrate? This is using, because it's using the cocoa powder, it's, I'm pretty sure, I mean, the cocoa powder is 100% cacao. So there's that. This one is a lot more, this one tastes more like a chocolatey dessert. This one tastes more like, honestly, like hot chocolate I'm kind of familiar with. The other one was a milk chocolate hot chocolate. This is a dark chocolate hot chocolate, I guess. Maybe? It's absolutely delicious. I think this, it tastes, personally, I think you can make this for somebody if you were looking to, or for yourself, if you're looking to have something, if you're used to having the powdered hot chocolate and you're used to having a milk chocolate one, this is a really nice like change of pace. It definitely tastes fancier. You could tell that this wasn't made from a powder, I guess, but I know, so I could be lying. My brain could be tricking me, but it is delicious. Again, this is what it looks like up close. It's got the little garnish on top. The whipped cream is really nice. Whipped cream is a nice addition to all of this. I would highly recommend. Marshmallows are delicious too. I think mini marshmallows are usually, I prefer, because they separate a little bit more and you can get your little marshmallow bits in your sips, versus the big marshmallow is delicious, but it's like one unit. It's not like a meatball that you can really break apart very easily. You need to wait for it to like fully dissolve if you really want that, but how'd you the Christmas cookie, by the way? Loved them. I'm probably gonna be eating, let's try one. Let's try a Christmas cookie that we made with, here we go. Let's try one of the Christmas cookies that we made with this hot chocolate. I think that the next three, this one and the next two, deserve a good bite. So if we look over here, we have this is our family. Look at that. So you can see that the heart broke a little bit. The heart had a little bit of an accident. It's still attached, and you can still, we can mend the heart. There we go. The heart has been mended. But we have all of them. They're all stacked over here. There's Passion. There's Snowman. This is, I'm trying to get the angle right. This is the fruits of our labor. They're beautiful. I believe I'll have, since this piece of the heart did break off, I'll have some of this heart with this hot chocolate. I might even try, first, let me try dipping it, honestly. I think that might be kind of good. Let's bring you a little bit closer. We have, again, piece of a heart. Let's dip you in there. Whoa. That's a good combination. This is truly delicious. Would highly recommend. If you do make gingerbread cookies, this is a really good like combination. Super tasty. It adds so much to the bite too. The whipped cream probably also does like a nice little addition. Anyway, all in all, simple hot chocolate. Every time I say simple, I'm like, how simple was that? I mean, it was pretty quick. It wasn't that like, complicated. It wasn't too elaborate in terms of steps, but it was a lot of ingredients, personally, from what I'm used to. The other ones are also a lot of ingredients, but like I feel like they're comparable to the number of steps that we took for this. But anyway, I'll take one more sip. Sorry if you heard that. That was delicious. Good sip. Good hot chocolate. Would definitely recommend. All right. We're going to take a moment. I'm going to rearrange some things a little bit, and then we're going to be moving on to our second two recipes, which I think are going to be great. The next one is going to be the Italian hot chocolate, which let's move on to that one right now. The Italian style hot chocolate. This one's thick. This one is a hefty one. But I think it's gonna be really, really good. And I've never made it before, but I have tried it. And I didn't know, when I first had an Italian hot chocolate or Italian style hot chocolate, I did not know that it was different. Like I didn't like explicitly go, but like I went to a place that happened to be like that was a hot chocolate they served, and I was like, this feels like melted chocolate. And I think that's what this next one is going to be. So let's take a quick little moment. Let's do this. Hide the recipe for a moment. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna put you to the side. We're going to grab, I think for the Italian one, I think we're gonna go with this little Buenos Aires mug, mainly for the shape. I think it's going to lend well to it. I'm gonna put this mug out here. I'm going to rinse out our pot so that we don't, contaminate between the recipes. Let me actually mute myself during this so you don't hear the blasting of that. Beautiful. Hello. Oh, I forgot about that command. But yes, we have the list of commands. We actually have, I think, a few more commands that might be in there that we need to update, but alas. I am going to try to dump this out. I feel like I need to use another, I'm going to use another paper towel to be like my drying paper towel for the inside of these, because I don't want to have water influence it either. I mean, heating it up will be enough probably, but I'm going to leave this one handy. I'm going to leave it over here as well, so I can use it to dry this pot. Okay, this next recipe is going to be a little bit heftier. It's going to be our Italian hot chocolate, our Italian style hot chocolate rather. We're going to take the other one. I'm going to kind of rinse you off. That looks fine. Going to move that around. Excellent. Okay, cool. So, also, love, I had good luck with the hot chocolate. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Confess. Oh yeah, the confess stream. That form is, I mean, it's there. It's probably stacked up confessions. We used to have our confession streams. I would still have to there's still a process, but those were really fun. That was very early on. But yes. Okay. What do we have left here? So our next recipe, let's show this thing so you can see what we're working with. We have our Italian style hot chocolate. It looks good. Wow, that was delicious. All right, so for this next one, we're going to need 1.5 cups of whole milk. We're going to need, wow, it's the largest one so far. 4 ounces of finely chopped dark chocolate, okay? We're going to need 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We're going to need some cocoa powder, some cornstarch, some whipped cream. So the way this is going to go is we're going to add the dark chocolate. So we're fully melting chocolate for this one. We're going to end up, we're going to take some dark chocolate. We're going to cut it up. We're going to throw it into the pot with a little bit of the whole milk. We're going to heat that up. Then we're going to add in the sugar and the cocoa powder. Then we're going to keep stirring it. Then we're going to add in the cornstarch with a little bit of whole milk. That's actually a lie. That's our slurry. We're gonna spend most of this over here. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna end up chopping our chocolate. So I'm gonna put this by the stove because we're gonna kind of, next time we look at it is going to be over there. I am also going to rinse this out quickly, the whisk, to just get the influence of the other chocolate away from it as best as we can. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference, but it is something. Okay, so we're going to chop up some of the dark chocolate that we have to we're going to try to get all the ingredients ready so it's a lot easier to kind of add everything in. I'm probably going to take one of maybe these. This looks pretty good. And we're going to chop up our chocolate, throw it in there. Then we're going to probably measure out our sugar and our cocoa powder. I'm going to put those into another bowl. Let's grab some bowls for this, because why not? Let's use these. Here we go. Okay, cool pizza. Have a wonderful night. I hope you feel better if you're not feeling well. But I'll take a look. But thank you for coming in. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Okay. What do we have over here? We're gonna do our okay. So we need to chop up some chocolate. We're going to measure out our sugar and cocoa powder. Put those in a bowl together as well. We're going to grab another bowl actually that we're going to use for our slurry. Yeah, our cornstarch slurry. And then we should be good to go. Cool. So let's grab our chocolate bar. What is this zoom going to look like is my next question. How zoomed in are we? Might need to do a little bit of a zoom out. Stay, please. Yes. Okay, cool. So this is a little less than 2 ounces because we did use some of it. So we're going to grab one of these. We're going to grab, this is some of our dark chocolate, 70%. This is bittersweet dark chocolate. And here's another 2 ounces. I think this is going to be enough. I think this is a good amount of chocolate. I don't think I'll notice the little bit missing from the garnish. And then just to confirm, I believe our last recipe will involve only 2 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. Okay, cool. So here we do need to, I think, cut this up a little bit. We should be okay. Add dark chocolate to a small saucepan with a splash of whole milk. So we should be okay. So let's chop this up. I actually don't know if this needs to be really chopped up. We might be able to just kind of break it up into the pieces. That might be okay. Because this is going to go into the saucepan with a little bit of the whole milk. So we are going to have to measure out our milk now, probably. Let's break up our pieces. So let's grab this over here. The covers are so cool. Oh, thank you. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I didn't understand them when I first moved, but now I love them. I mean, I always loved them, but like, I like to play with them. They're so cool. I never seen them before, you know? But I'm glad you like them. You'll get to see plenty of them throughout the course of the more of our streams. I'm getting chocolate bits all over my counter, but worth. Let's grab you as well. Actually, no, I'll keep you as a little extra garnish. Okay, cool. So we have that. Let's measure out our milk while we're at it. So we're going to need, hold on. I believe we use this also for the heavy cream, right? Or did we do the heavy cream in, I don't know what we did the heavy cream in. I think we did the heavy cream in with the tablespoons. All right, that's probably fine. We're gonna pour some more whole milk into there. So we're gonna put about 1.5 cups of whole milk in here. And then we're going to be using splashes of this, as we progress in these recipes. So let's move this knife out of the way as well. Something that I used to do, like when cooking, was I used to be so scared of getting the counter dirty. And now I've learned, at least with the amount of surface that we have here now, I'm very much like in letting things get dirty, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna do one big wipe down anyway. I still try to clean as I go whenever I get a mess in a place where I might end up touching it and it gets in the way of the process. But if it's something that's just dirty on the side, I'm getting more comfortable just leaving it alone and then being like, I'm gonna clean it at the end anyway, and it's gonna be fine. Anyway, let's get our whole milk measured out over here. So we have 1.5 cups of whole milk for this, a hefty amount. Shout out to lactose intolerance. Gonna get that until we have about 12 ounces. Oh my God. So much milk. This is so much. Not only is it so much milk, this is so much whole milk. And now I'm realizing that I'm saying the word whole. I've been thinking about it with the W because that's really what it is. But now I know that there's, yeah, anyway. Okay, so we have our whole milk. We do need to put a splash of whole milk in this. Before we do that, before I kind of throw these together, I'm going to move this to the side. I do want to measure out our sugar, our granulated sugar, and our what else do we need in there? We need to do our granulated sugar and cocoa powder. I think it's going to be very useful to have those handy, have those ready when we need it, so that we don't need to start measuring as we go. I don't even know if we're going to need this thing, but we'll see. So I believe the total amounts for this are 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar and then 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. So let's get you going. Okay. Did I have, here, I can dry this over here. Okay, cool. So let's grab our sugar. Guardian, oh my God, welcome back. And thanks for resubbing 20 months. Damn, 20 months. Thank you so much for being a sub for 20 months. I appreciate it. Holy crap. Welcome back. You can substitute whole milk for any types of milk. Yes, yes. You can substitute the whole milk for any milk you'd like. You can use oat milk, almond milk, 2% milk, skim milk. You can probably even use water. I mean, you can do whatever you want, obviously. Each one will like probably slightly impact the flavor, but like if you're choosing like between like using like an oat milk substitute versus like whole milk, I genuinely think you're still going to have a delicious treat at the end. I think you may notice, sorry, I'm just trying to get this out. You may only notice a difference in flavor, like a maybe noticeable difference in flavor if you're substituting like water for the milk, which is still an option. It just may taste a little bit different just because I would imagine they're very different liquids. But like an oat milk or an almond milk, I think it does the same job for the most part. Honestly, even all of them. We're putting so much other stuff in this. Look at how much chocolate. This is like, we have a lot of chocolate in here. So I think that's really what's going to be carrying this flavor. We're using cocoa powder as well. There's a lot. So let me get the 2nd tablespoon of sugar in here. And if anyone wants to make any of these, oh wait. Oh my God, that scared me for a second. I was like, what is that? 1111? No. I've been fooled. I know. Okay, anyway, we got, let's put this over here. We have 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Just gonna plop those in here. I'm gonna put the sugar down now. And then I'm going to, here we have our cocoa powder. I just got hit with the spoon thing. No, you know when when the spoon launches the water? Yeah. All right, gonna do a light wash of my hands because I kind of touched the floor just now. I'm still here. Hi, Mo. Let me see. Wait. Oh, I hope you're enjoying your cooking stream. Oh wait, Orwell making hot chocolate. I didn't read the title. No, it's okay. This is like one of the few times that like technically we're not. I mean, like this reminds me of the making a glass of water. He's like, well, you don't really make it. That clip that we watched. Hold on, let me go back to our full cam for a moment. I have a feeling that this camera's gonna give out on me in a second, so I'm just gonna turn that off and on again. But yeah, but it's the same. We're in the kitchen. We're doing the same thing. Okay, so you look good. I believe this is what I used to dry. I had this one handy from before. And now we need, let's see, we're back over here. For the chocolate, for the cocoa powder, we need 1 tablespoon of this. Cool, granulated sugar and cocoa powder. So let's do our 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. This cocoa powder is delicious, by the way. It's been very good. This is what we used also, I believe, for the brownies, the cosmic brownies that we did with Passion. And it's fantastic. All right, so the cocoa powder, I am going to cover this and put it to the side. Here we have our sugar and our cocoa powder. I'm going to leave that on the side as well. So we have this. We're going to put a splash of milk. We're going to start heating it up. Once once this is melted with the milk, we're going to add the rest of the milk. And then what else are we going to do? Hold on. Oh, sorry. While this is heating up, we're going to add a splash of milk to this. While it's heating up, I'm like, looking at these ingredients. I'm like, oh my God, the instructions. We're going to heat it up. While it's heating up, we're going to toss in this, which is our sugar and our cocoa powder. And then once the chocolate is fully melted, we're going to add in a cornstarch slurry that we're making. I believe we're making the slurry out of cornstarch and milk. I'm used to making it with cornstarch and water. I am going to get the slurry ready as well. So this is cornstarch and a splash of whole milk. Yeah, so it should be good. So the whole milk is, let me see how much cornstarch we need. We need about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Damn, I need like more of these. These tablespoon measurements are killing me. There's so much happening here. And I need to keep drying this thing so I can stick it into like a whole box of powder. So this one's more involved step-wise, but ingredient-wise, it's kind of on par with the other recipe. All right, so here we have cornstarch is so powdery. Like this stuff gets everywhere. All right, so we have our cornstarch. This is gonna make it, oh, it's gonna make it thick. All right, got about a tablespoon, a little bit more. About a tablespoon of cornstarch over here. Gonna close that up, and then we're gonna put. I'm gonna start heating this up now. So let's move our camera around for a moment. We're back over here. Let's get this camera over to the stove again. Where's it going? We're going back and forth constantly. We actually only have one more stove transfer to go, so I think we'll be okay. Eventually, one day, I will have the funds for another camera, and we won't use this one anymore. But this one is great in every way. It's just a little bit manual for some steps. All right, what do you see over here? Let's zoom that in a tiny bit. Let's move you around a little. I just need you to be able to, here, this is what you're looking at right now. We're gonna take this, we're gonna put it over here, and we're gonna refocus this. We're gonna zoom in a bit though. And then let's zoom that in. Yeah. Okay, we'll get some light in there, don't worry. We have our milk, we have our slurry. So we're gonna add a splash of milk is what is described here. What if I do this? Well, you can kind of see a little bit. It's not as appealing though. It's probably like the same thing. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk here until there's enough milk kind of coating it a little bit. And now we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna put on medium heat. Medium heat seems to be the trend here. All of these seem to go with medium heat. What I am gonna do is while that's heating up, I'm also going to take the cornstarch that we had before. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk to that too. And just kind of have that there, have that handy. We're gonna grab our other ingredients. Actually, I'll leave our other ingredients here so you can keep an eye on these while we're at it. Cool. So while this heats up, I am going to have to stir it occasionally. So we're gonna have to grab our whisk once again that we have right here. I'm surprised I didn't knock over a camera yet. Huge moment for me. And I believe I just need to do a little bit of that. Get you away. And get that going over here. Once this, once it heats up, I think a little bit more, I think I'll be good too. Okay, so that's melting. So I'm gonna add in our sugar and cocoa powder. You see right over here, we're going to throw this in. Stir it occasionally, move on to the next step. Okay. Just want to make sure that it's heated enough. Yeah, that's hot enough. Toss you in. It looks good. I think this one's going to be delicious. I think this one's going to be worth repeating in the future as well. So I'm going to mix this up quite a bit. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit so that it goes a little bit more slowly. And then once I sense or feel that the chocolate is fully melted and dissolved, like I still have a chunk over there, then I'm going to throw in the rest of the milk, and then we're going to throw in the slurry. And then we're going to heat it up a little bit more until it's, I guess really until it's thick. So I guess until the slurry mixes. The heat matters a little bit less for this one. That's already, you can already kind of tell by the color of it that it's like it's dark. It's already like a little bit thick, and it doesn't have the cornstarch in it yet, which is interesting. But I mean, it's probably because of the chocolate. So that's looking good. So now this is here. chocolate is melted. We're going to whisk in the rest of the milk. So I'm going to take the rest of the milk that we have here, and I'm going to pour that in while stirring with my non-dominant hand. And you can see the color is lightened up quite a bit from that. Well, maybe you can see that the color is lightened up quite a bit from that. All right, so now that this is here, we stirred in the rest of the milk. I'm going to grab the slurry that we have, which is literally just cornstarch and milk. I didn't even mix it together, really. I probably should whisk this together first, so I'm going to take this little whisk. I'm going to take this little cornstarch and milk, and I'm going to try to kind of mix this together a little bit. It's kind of hard because the cornstarch does not like to blend in with the liquid, but there we go. We're getting somewhere here. This is really going to thicken it up. Anytime you see cornstarch, I feel like in like a recipe like this, it's always to thicken it up. Does cornstarch do anything else apart from thicken sauces? Like, does it react in any other way, like that provides another purpose, like either flavor-wise or chemical-wise, or is it purely for thickening? So now that that's in there, I'm going to stir it. I'm going to stir this until it thickens up a little bit more. The cornstarch is really, I feel like the cornstarch is about to put in some work. But this looks good. It's definitely getting hot. Although it still looks pretty liquidy, but I think that maybe once the more I stir it in, we'll see if it thickens up. It's still heating up, I think, a little bit. Is the most common food ingredient, or is it often used to thicken sauces or soups and to make corn syrup and other sugars. Interesting. But yeah, I definitely know it as something to thicken sauces and soups. It's definitely thickening up our chocolate soup here. What is stovetop hot chocolate if not chocolate soup? This is shockingly not as thick. Well, you know what? Maybe flavor-wise it's thick. It's not as syrupy as I thought it was going to be. That is one of the surprising factors for this for me. But it's definitely thick in, like, at least in color. I just don't feel like too much of a force when I stir it. Like, it still is like, you know, it'll drip like water. It is steaming a little bit, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm going to stir it a little bit more. It smells very chocolatey. I just don't want to burn it. I don't even know if that would happen, but we do have our thick, still water-looking hot chocolate. We did need to use, I mean, I think we got everything right. We did a tablespoon of cornstarch. We did a tablespoon of cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 4 ounces of chopped dark chocolate, and a cup and a half of whole milk. Yeah, that was what we went for. So I think this is it. Maybe when we actually drink it, though, we'll sense the soupiness. I mean, not the soupiness, the thickness, really, of it all. So let's bring this. I'm going to move the pot off of the previously hot. Oh, that thing's kind of hot over there. Thing over there. I'm going to take you. We're going to bring you back so you can get a close-up look at what this hot chocolate looks like so far. I still have high hopes for this one, even if it ends up being different than what I initially expected. I think this one actually would be good here. And then I'll be able to look down a little bit. All right, let's see what you see. Let's see what you're going to see. All right, you're going to stare straight into this. Actually, let's try that. Cool. All right, so let's grab our, let me see, I'm drinking some hot chocolate now. Ooh, the Ghirardelli packet, nice. I love their mix. Their brownie mix is delicious. Their packet of hot chocolate is probably phenomenal too. Let me cover up the gingerbread cookies that we have here. Again, this is the stack of the gingerbread cookies from the other day. We're going to be eating another piece of the heart probably with this next bit. So let's grab our mug. We are going to, let me just see what we're going to do in terms of garnishing this. It looks like we will, once it's there, we're going to pour it into the mug. We're going to add whipped cream, and then we're going to dust it with some cocoa powder. So I am going to take probably some of this. This, I believe, is our teaspoon. And I'm going to take a little bit of cocoa powder here. I'm going to keep this handy on the side. Cool. And now, oh no, it's thick. It thickened up. It thickened up a little bit. Let's grab our whisk over here. So if you look at it now it's definitely, oh, whoa. Okay, this is what I was expecting. This one is definitely not watery at all. I hope that this is enough mug for it. All right, we're gonna pour this in. Yeah, so you can see the thickness. All right, I think that's a fair amount. I don't know if I can necessarily fit much more in there, so I'm just gonna kind of get that over there, which is looking okay. Now that looks good. This makes quite a bit of hot chocolate. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take our whipped cream. Can I zoom in a little bit more maybe? And then refocus a little bit. I wish I could like zoom out a little bit, but there's no way with this camera. Let me move you. There we go. So let's do, I guess like a little bit in the middle maybe. Like that. And then we're going to dust that off with some cocoa powder. So we have this delicious, well, the mug says Buenos Aires. This is the Italian style hot chocolate. This looks fantastic. This, like, genuinely, I don't know how to move this closer to you. Forwards this way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, come on. Yeah. No, that way. Yes, there we go. You're not gonna be able to sleep tonight. You should play Fortnite. Honestly, with all this chocolate, I feel like the sugar's gonna knock me out. What is that focusing on? What are you focusing on? Does that look like a face? The camera saw a face in there. Anyway, ignore the fact that it says Argentina. This is the Italian style hot chocolate, some whipped cream and cocoa powder on top. Honestly, this looks really good. I mean, you know that already. It's even garnished with a little bit of pieces of chocolate while we're at it. Let's sprinkle some of the chocolate that we have over here on the side. Might as well. Would absolutely serve this to somebody that I care about, that likes hot chocolate, obviously. I think it shows effort. I think it looks beautiful. And I think it's going to taste delicious as well. I am actually wearing, this is the first t-shirt that I ever made / we made on stream. I'm wearing a black shirt so that if I stain, it's not as noticeable in the future. But I'm gonna give this a go. But let's try this out. I have high hopes for this one. This one had the biggest turnaround of surprised of how it was looking to what it actually tastes like, or sorry, to how it ended up turning out. Wow, that was like not a sentence. But I really thought it was gonna be different when we saw how liquidy it was. Okay, let's go. Whoa. Whew. That's hot. That was good. That genuinely feels, I mean, like, makes sense. It genuinely feels like you're drinking a chocolate bar. I mean, again, obviously, but like, this is what I thought, sorry. This is what I thought it would be, but like better. That is good. This tastes like drinking the lava cake. If you like lava cake, this gives you the same satisfaction as the lava cake, but you feel like you can have a little bit more of it. That was good. I think I'm noticing a trend here. The chocolate that you use, the chocolate bar, I think is like, obviously the chocolate bar makes a difference in like what it's going to taste like, but it's worth going for a chocolate bar that is like good. I mean, most chocolate bars are good, but like, I think it's worth, if you see a chocolate bar that maybe looks a little bit more special than the ordinary chocolate bar that you might normally get just to snack on, I think it's noticeable. Whoa, look at how this looks like right now. Look at that like design that ended up coming out on top. This one's great. I love this. Here, I'll hide that recipe so you can get a good look at this. Um, hmm. Whoa. The thing about this one too is the heat of the drink sneaks up on you. So it's like it's got more of a delay. I don't know if it's the whipped cream because I feel like the whipped cream's kind of dissolved into it. But like you drink it and it doesn't feel hot in your mouth. When you swallow it, it's very hot on the way down. So good. This one I prefer this. This one I think I prefer over the previous one that we made. I think the previous one we made is also very good. But I would, if I'm looking to make a hot chocolate that takes a few more steps, especially if I'm going to end up going onto the stovetop, I'm probably going to opt to go in this direction over the previous one. But they are different. The previous one is more liquidy. This one's like a thicker chocolate, but it's not too, for me, it's not enough for me to want them differently. I think that both of them are going to give me what I'm looking for. If I want hot chocolate, I think I could pick this one and feel like I got a hot. I don't think I'm ever going to really choose the other one over this one, but you might. They are different consistencies, they're different experiences. This one's delicious. Definitely would recommend it. Literally hot chocolate, exactly. Very good. Holy. Very delicious. I wish I had someone else here to like drink this with. I want to give it to somebody. I wish I can give it to you. Damn. But yes, anyway, that is the, sorry, let me show that one again. That is the Italian style hot chocolate. It's the thicker one. It was a little bit involved in steps. You kind of had to, in terms of, this one is what it is. You need to get a few things dirty. It's nice to have the ingredients kind of ready to go. I think that if you're used to making it, maybe you can be a little bit quicker. But it was like 3 rounds. So we took the chocolate, we had the chocolate and the milk, we started heating that up. Then we had to measure out sugar and cocoa powder and dump that in. Then once that was all melted, we needed to add in the rest of the milk and then also the cornstarch slurry. So it was like a couple of different steps, but you know, I remembered it off the top of my head now after having done it. So I think that if you do it enough times and you get used to it, this could become your go-to. Gonna make a nice hot chocolate for myself or for myself and somebody else, or just for somebody else. I'm gonna stay and have a nice night. You wanna do a nice deed for somebody. Definitely a very tasty hot chocolate. Tastes fancy, will impress whoever you give it to, guaranteed. That was good. Wow. I enjoyed that. We have one more left. Let me just hop on a flight real quick. Honestly, I would literally give it to you. I don't know what to do with these. They're delicious, but I can't drink all of them. At least like I can't drink a full one and then move on to the next thing because I'm just gonna get too full. But I do have these here. We have a little bit of the previous hot chocolate. We still have a lot of this one. I am probably gonna finish them after stream. I'm going to maybe sip them a little bit slowly. And I'm just gonna try to do as much damage as I can in terms of bringing down the amount that's in that cup. But yes. But hey, these are really cool. I wonder if we ever like have like a big event type of thing where like I would love to do like a live cooking event and then like I could just make a really big batch of something and then you could actually all eat it. That would be really fun. I think that would be delicious. Anyway, here you can even see, oh God, you can see the leftover, the fudginess of this. Look at this. This is thick. This is what's underneath the whipped cream. So you see it's a very, sorry, you can't see that at all. This is what's underneath it. It looks almost like a batter. It's a very like thick, chocolatey sludge. Also, Faye, enjoy your 218 seltzer. I am gonna take this. What do I even do? Where do I put you? Where's the I think this was the cocoa powder and the sugar. I think this will survive in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this chocolate. I never thought this would be like something that I would need to face. Also, Faye, thank you for watching 3 streams in a row. I appreciate you coming to these last 3. I've been starting kind of late. I apologize, but I've been having a really fun time. It's so funny because like I don't even remember the last time we did a stream at my desk, but it had to have been like 2 streams ago. But I think I've been spacing them out a little bit too much. I think I've been taking a little bit too long to do it. I'm just gonna use you. And so we've ended up, looks like chocolate pudding. So we've ended up not having a regular desk stream in a while, but I do want to play. We have some holiday daily tidies to do. There's a holiday bit for the daily tidy right now. There's a holiday expansion, I think, right now that's free for Power Wash Simulator that I want to do. So I think tomorrow, maybe, depending on if we do, we may end up passing on the Magnolia thing altogether. But I do have the ingredients for it, and I do want to do it. So maybe we can start the Magnolia bit tonight. We'll see. No, I am going to try. God, holy. Looks like what you see on TV. Absolutely honored here. I'm gonna put this on the spot so at least you have something nice to look at while I wash this off. Okay, we're gonna do our last recipe in a moment. The next recipe that we're gonna do is going to be different than this. I'm not going to compare the next recipe to this one because they are going to be different. It's going to be the Mexican hot chocolate, but it's going to be, I've never had a Mexican hot chocolate before, and I think this recipe is going to be a really cool new experience for me, and possibly a reoccurring experience for me as well, because I've heard very good things. I think it's a very different flavor than what I'm used to, and I'm really excited to try the combination of things. I've never had cayenne pepper in a hot chocolate, but from what I've heard, it seems amazing. Now, I don't know how loud this is, but I'm going to mute myself. I would hiccup right after I unmuted myself. This is a cooking show. It is indeed a cooking show. And welcome back. This is a cooking show where you can actually see the cameras on set. It's quite something. Look at this, looking nice and shiny, nice and clean. All right, so we have so much chocolate. Hold on, I have to take another sip of this. It's too good. Wow. It's really good. It's a minute ago. Maybe because it's not like scorching hot anymore, which before I was like, I love it when it's scorching hot. I think, yeah, if anyone's looking to try any of these recipes so far of the three, I would recommend this one as something new. Very tasty, and it looks very pretty. That's the thing, it looks very pretty. I think drinking it out of a mug that's like this shape too is also a nice little touch. I feel like I'm used to having this type of hot chocolate out of this mug, although I haven't had too much of this type of hot chocolate before. But again, if anyone wants to make this is recipe number 3. This is our Italian one. You can do !! Italian style if you'd like. It'll send you the link to the video with the recipe that I followed for this. If you want to see what ingredients are in any of these recipes, on Discord today, earlier, I posted kind of a summary of all the recipes that we are making today right now. So you'll always be able to see the links to them there, as well as the ingredient lists. I kind of sorted it out there as well. Anyway, that is hot chocolate number 3. And we're going to be moving on to recipe number 4. Let's take this cocoa powder. Well, yeah, this is the cocoa powder that we had before. I'll just keep that handy. Yeah, we're gonna end up using the cocoa powder. We're on to recipe number 4, which is the Mexican style one. As you can see, this ingredients list is on the side of it. It's going to be delicious. It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. And for this one, we have this fun little Nickelodeon mug. This Nickelodeon mug that I haven't gotten to really use yet. I got this when Passion was here. And it's got a bunch of these fun little shows, fun shows that we used to watch, or depending on how old you are. But if you're my age or older, maybe, then you used to watch those shows too, probably. So I'm very excited to do those, to drink out of this mug. All right, so let me do a little bit of a sweep. Let me just sweep this out of the way. Get all of this moved. Nice, very good. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right. Whew. I used to watch Rugrats all the time. Same. Hey Arnold. I loved Hey Arnold. I want to watch Hey Arnold again. I think that it would hit a little bit differently now. I think I'm now like I understand it a little bit more. But yeah, and I used to love Rugrats. The Rugrats like computer games were also amazing, and also the games that they had on Nick.com, amazing. I loved the games that they had on there. I used to play them a lot with my sister. All right, so let's move on to our final recipe. This recipe is going to involve a cup and a half of whole milk, which is the same amount of milk that we used for that recipe. It is quite a lot. I wanted to reduce these recipes a little bit. That's why I reduced the first one. But because I had never tried them before, I did not want to do something that would possibly take away from the flavor. But I would say, well, the thing is, if you're only making one of these, like if you're not making 4 different hot chocolates and you're only making one, even if you have more that fits in the mug, these quantities I think are perfect for a person. The last one was a little bit rich, but I think it's rich enough to drink it slowly. Doesn't need to be. I don't think it's too rich to finish a cup on your own. But you could also make, this could also be a portion to share if you're looking to have 2 small bits. They are very rich. So we have whole milk, cocoa powder, granulated sugar, ground cinnamon, vanilla extract, cayenne pepper. I'm very excited to use. 2 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, which we're going to be chopping right now. And then we're going to use some whipped cream to kind of top it off. So the first step that we're going to do here is we're going to take the remainder of our chocolate bar and we're going to chop that up. We're going to cut it up into little pieces. I'm going to put it into this fun little bowl that we conveniently have ready in front of us. I actually did not plan to have that ready in front of us, but I'm glad we did. I took that out, I think, for the last recipe. But this one's going to be very cool. It's going to have a little bit of spice to it, which I've never really had in a hot chocolate. I think there's something called like a hot toddy. That's like an alcoholic, like it's like whiskey hot chocolate or something. Maybe that's like a hot tea. I don't know, but I feel like I saw that on a restaurant, not a restaurant, like a bar menu once. I maybe even tried it from a bar menu, but it's been years, so I don't know. If anyone knows what a hot toddy is, and you let me know. This one's a lot quicker. So this is the steps for this. You chop this up. you chop this up, then you whisk together all the ingredients in the saucepan. Then you start heating it up. And stirring it occasionally for like 5 minutes. Oh wait, maybe you don't add in the chocolate yet. You mix in everything except for the chocolate. Then you heat that up for like 5 minutes, and then once that's heated up, you take this chocolate that's chopped up, you toss it in, and you stir it until it's melted, and that's it. This one seems it's less. There's no timing really involved. It's like a 3-step process. It's a couple different ingredients, but the actual steps are a lot shorter. So let's take this right here. We'll chop up our chocolate. This is 2 ounces. We're going to use this entire bar. I don't know what you see. I guess you can see this right over here. I'm going to move the cocoa powder out of my way, and we're going to chop this up. I'm going to take you. I'm going to just nice. This is kind of fun. It's very therapeutic to cut chocolate. It's like odd, like it's different than like cutting veggies, but all right. I think this is chopped nicely. I think this is chopped enough. There we go. Also, Crawly Critter, thank you for watching 3 streams in a row. I appreciate you coming for these streams. Really, thank you all so much for like coming to like these. Again, I know that a lot of them are late. I really do appreciate you coming in. The streaks are really cool. Even if you don't end up making a streak, I appreciate you being here. Sorry, my hands are right in your face. I'm going to take this. I am going to put it into this bowl. that I have here. I'm gonna take this dust and we're gonna get that going over here. So much chocolate. An unbelievable amount of chocolate. My hands are covered in it. I'm gonna rinse my hands quickly and make that a little bit less hot so I don't burn myself. This is the last recipe that we're making tonight. And I have very, very high hopes for it. So far, I'm absolutely in love with all the recipes that we've done. This has a little chocolate on the edge, but I don't think it's an issue. This is, how dry are you? Yeah, you're dry. Okay. I'm going to actually, I believe I'm gonna have to whisk everything together into here. So we have our hot chocolate. Let's bring our pan out here. Get you conveniently just right over there. It's been having you on Lurk and watching your cooking streams. I'm glad you enjoy them. I love the cooking streams. It's funny because I remember like before I moved, there were moments where like I remember mentioning how like I can't wait to do all the cooking streams that I can do, and I feel like I can finally do it, and it feels really, really good. It's so much fun. I love this so much. And I mean, obviously, I feel like I'm talking as the person who gets to drink the hot chocolate and eat the cookies, as well as the other chocolate that we made, the lava cake and everything else. I don't even know what else we made. We've made a couple of things here so far. Anyway, here we need to add in milk, cocoa powder, sugar, cinnamon, vanilla, and cayenne pepper. So let's grab our milk one last time. Here we go. Going to need a cup and a half. Oh, did not close that all the way. There we go. We need a cup and a half of this milk. I'm going to do a light rinse, even though this literally just had milk in it. Just so we, I guess, don't have any previous milk for whatever reason. I'm going to take a cup and a half of milk. Just here, what if I... Okay, that kind of works. Let's grab you. Let's pour a cup and a half of this. 1 cup. In the future, maybe I would end up going with 1 cup. But I don't know. I feel like it was nice to be able to fill up the entire thing. If you're going for presentation, a cup and a half I think will always give you enough. If you're just going for a nice little taste, I think 1 cup might be able to do it. But then you gotta update the quantities for everything else. Okay, so we have 1 cup of, or a cup and a half rather, of whole milk. I'm gonna take you, and we're gonna pour you in there. Very nice. I'm gonna move you out of the way. Next we have, what else do we have over here? We need to do a tablespoon and a half of cocoa powder. So what I'm gonna do is I need to take my tablespoon measurement, because again, I only have 1 of these. Let's go a little bit lighter over there, hopefully not get chocolate flying everywhere. So this one I need to stick into the cocoa powder container. It's the only way to really get a good amount. The cocoa powder is so light. A tablespoon of cocoa powder is, I think, 6 grams. It is very, very light. Versus a tablespoon of, let me see, a tablespoon of granulated sugar is 15 grams according to this, but a tablespoon of cocoa powder is 6. So it's the same volume, but it's so light. Anyway, let's go back to this. We need a tablespoon and a half of cocoa powder plus more for serving. So we're gonna take this that we had before, I'm gonna put that in here. I'm gonna kind of dump it in a way, because I'm gonna end up taking the cocoa powder here. And we're gonna scoop this up. Yeah, I was gonna say the cooking streams are pretty good. I think they're perfect for the lurk, because it's just it's the same thing with the tree. I feel like we get to hang and you get to kind of see these things. We do a lot less chatting, but we still get to talk dirty and stuff. But I'm glad I get to show you these things. A tablespoon. Okay, so a tablespoon and a half of cocoa powder. So here's about a tablespoon. I'm gonna toss you in there. And I'm gonna take about half. I hear Michael Bublé in the background. This is, I think, is about half. Here, I'll do most of it. I'll take this last bit and I'll toss that back in. Beautiful. That is almost all the cocoa powder that we're going to be using today. We're going to use a little bit more at the end for the garnish. But anyway, now we need a tablespoon and a half of granulated sugar. I'm going to see if I can maybe just pour the sugar onto the tablespoon. I'm done washing this tablespoon thing. Okay, let's see. Let's grab you out of here. Let's see what we can do. So, a tablespoon and a half. Yeah, this will work. All right, this is 1 tablespoon. Now we're gonna eyeball about a half. I think that's about half. Gonna throw that right in. Getting chocolate on my knuckles. From the whisk, which we're probably also going to need to kind of wash off or rinse off quickly. All right, I believe we're done with the sugar for today. So we added the granulated sugar, we added the cocoa powder. Now we're going to be adding in so milk, cocoa, sugar, cinnamon. So cinnamon, vanilla, and cayenne pepper. So let's do our half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which I believe is going to be this right here. This is our half teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Half teaspoon ground cinnamon. I'm gonna take you. We did use this recently, I think. We used it yesterday, didn't we? No, 2 days ago. What did we make 2 days ago? Cookies, gingerbread cookies. Took me a second. I was like, huh, my memory is escaping me. Here we go. Let's get this is half a teaspoon. Yeah, half a teaspoon. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get some of that in there. All right, I think this is almost half a teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. I'm gonna throw that in. So we have the cocoa sugar, the cinnamon. We're gonna do the same thing, but with we need a pinch of cayenne pepper. It's gonna be tough to figure out. But let's do the half teaspoon of vanilla extract first. It's gonna be very easy to measure because this one's actually a liquid. So here's half a teaspoon, yep. That poured in a little bit. And then there's the vanilla. And then lastly, we need a pinch of cayenne pepper. This one is tough because what is a pinch, you know? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna eyeball it. I can take some spice. I feel like you can kind of see it over there. Oh, kind of. What if I do that? You can kind of see it over there. Okay. I mean, some of it went underneath. I feel like it's probably enough. If I don't taste it, then maybe I'll add more at the end. So I have all of this. I do need to quickly, I'm going to rinse this off quickly, the whisk. Wow, the whisk has some very thick chocolate on it. Again, the benefit of the whisk is I can literally just like flatten it just by moving the stuff to the side, and then it's very easy to clean after that. Versus like the mixer that I have, that's just like a hefty piece of metal. You can't fold it. I mean, obviously you can't fold it. So this looks good, and me and toss and whisk together. So let's whisk it all together. Take a look where we're with the cocoa powder. Something that I've learned from all of this is that the cocoa powder really does take a while to dissolve into the liquids that we're putting it in. Oh, I missed 11-11. I know. Oh, is it getting crunchy? How crunchy? Is it still crunchy? Is it better now? Let me know. A bit, yeah. Let's see. What if I put this behind me? It can be a bit crunch at times, but it doesn't last long. Okay, cool. I have very my audio, my wireless audio isn't the highest quality. Eventually, I want to get one of those wireless Rode mics. I think those have some pretty good audio. Maya uses them on Twitch a lot, and the quality is like really good. Also, Maya's camera quality is amazing, but the mic quality is fantastic. Whoa, this is interesting. I could smell the pepper. All right, so I'm stirring this up. You can see again how long it's taking for the cocoa powder to actually mix into that. Let's see, so in a medium saucepan, whisk it together, and then we're gonna place it over medium heat and heat it up and stirring it occasionally for a few minutes. We don't wanna overheat it, but we wanna heat it enough where when we throw in the chocolate at the very end, it's going to melt the chocolate into it pretty quickly. Okay, so this is looking nice and mixed. Chocolate soup. All right, that looks good. I'm actually going to bring this whisk all the way over here. We're going to move the camera over. The second to last time we're moving the camera, this stream. Let's switch over to our full kitchen shot here. While we do this, let's grab you. Let's put you down over here. And let's see what you see. The one thing with these fun little feet are that the toes are sometimes, when I'm walking around a lot of cables like this, I don't realize, and sometimes I trip or possibly knock things over. All right, let's see what you see. You'll see absolutely nothing if I leave it like that, but if I zoom out a little bit, I do that, maybe. Hold on, let's do this. Okay, maybe this will work. Let's see. Welcome to the stovetop. I put you right over here, and then let's do a slight little focus adjustment. I'm going to move it actually. Okay, let's do that. There we go. One more little focus. Good soup. Good soup. All right, let's heat this thing up. I'm going to put it on medium heat. I'm going to stir it again. I can already see some little bits of the cocoa powder that haven't dissolved yet. I am so full of chocolate right now. I am so full of chocolate. This has got to be one of the best ideas I've ever had. Like, I'm as full of chocolate as I am, I've just not a single regret. It's so good. Okay, so we're gonna heat this up, stir it occasionally. It says do not boil. So once it seems warm enough, I'm gonna add, I guess once it's steaming, I'm gonna add in this chocolate and I'm gonna stir it until it's melted and smooth, and then we're going to serve it. So I'm gonna grab this, the mug, kind of have that handy over here. Is this clean? Yeah, it's clean. I washed it. Okay, cool. Very excited to have this. And then I'm going to grab the whipped cream and have that out and ready as well. And again, this is our last recipe of the night, our last hot chocolate. They've all been so good. I don't even know what else to add. They've just been amazing. All right, I'm going to stir it a little bit. These things do heat up kind of quickly. It says 5 minutes, but I think stirring it helps it so it doesn't form like that layer of film at the top at least. Or I think it also might be if you heat it up too much. But like it helps to, like, I feel like I keep breaking things up at the tippy top. But anyway, that's going. Once I see that it starts steaming, I'll add in the chocolate. So I am going to grab the chocolate from over here. I'm going to bring that over to the stove. I'm going to leave that right over back here. Once I see some steam, which hasn't happened yet, but I think it may happen somewhat soon, we'll toss that in, stir it in, come back, pour that in. I'm going to move the sugar out of the way while we're at it. Going to make sure there's plenty of room for the camera once we bring it back. Going to give that another stir. Oh, I think it also just helps get it like even. That also makes sense. That's a way better reason. Not steaming yet though, but it's almost there. I'll come back over here so you can at least see me. All right, I think that's going to be probably about another like 30 seconds until it's steaming enough, and then we'll throw in the chocolate. This is going to be, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to clean up. I am going to sip some hot chocolate while we're at it. Whoa. It really thickens up like when you let it sit. Oh God, that's so good. I also probably need to stir it to make it maybe distribute a little bit more. Every time I drink the Italian one, it's even better. It genuinely gets better with time. It somehow tops its previous iteration. All right, I think it's starting to get on the warmer side. I don't know if I see the steam yet, but I think I will soon. It's already getting like those tiny little bubbles at the top. Like it's not bubbling, but it's getting bubbles. We don't want it to bubble though. Like we don't want it to boil. All right, I think. Am I starting to see steam? Almost. I can feel the heat though. Wow, when they said a few minutes, they really meant a few minutes. Okay, I think it's certainly getting it. I'll give this one more stir. There it is. Now it's steaming. Whoa, visible steam. Okay, so add the chocolate and stir until melted and smooth. So we're going to add in the chocolate, and now we're going to stir until it is melted and smooth. It smells really good. All right, I think it's melted and smooth. I'm going to turn off the heat. It's definitely still steaming. I'm going to throw in one more piece of chocolate. Stir that up. That'll melt quickly. And then that looks good. So now I'm going to take this whisk. I'm going to put it back over here. I'm going to grab this bowl, bring it back. We're going to go back to our fun little wide bit here. And let's bring this camera back so that we can see, get a closer look at what this is ultimately going to look like once we pour. So let's bring you here. Here we go. And then let's focus it. Wow, isn't that so good? Come on, look at it. I have an idea. Better focus on my finger. There we go. Close enough. Okay, cool. So let's grab our hot chocolate. We'll use our fun little pot holder. This is off. Okay, so I believe now we just pour. Once it's all in, add in the chocolate, stir to melted and smooth. Serve immediately, topped with whipped cream or marshmallows and a dusting of cocoa and or cinnamon. So we're going to take this and we're going to pour that in. That's a good amount right there. Let's actually grab you. Last bit of little chocolate at the bottom. Gonna drop that in there. I could smell it. Obviously. Okay, cool. So that looks. You could. Whoa, the cinnamon is delicious. So let's add a little bit of whipped cream to this. In the cayenne will add so much flavor. I think so too. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do a little bit like that. I'm gonna take. Where's the cocoa powder? Take one last bit of cocoa powder. There we go. I'm gonna rinse off this spoon so I can use it. Just want to get a little bit of cocoa powder so I can dump that on here. Okay, that's kind of a lot. And then we'll take the cinnamon. We'll do the same thing. Get a little more color over there. Beautiful. Definitely got a lot of cocoa powder in there. That's my bad, but I think it's gonna be delicious. It's all going to the same place. All right, so here we have our Mexican hot chocolate. It does have cayenne pepper in it, which is what I'm looking to have a little bit of a taste of. Because I've never had that in hot chocolate before, and I think it's gonna be delicious. And I'm really excited. We got a nice little layer of whipped cream on top. Here, I'll do a little refocus. Get one last view of that over there. This is the Mexican style hot chocolate. You also have, I guess, Rocco. You have Reptar. You have Arnold. You got plenty of our friends on this as well. It's just looking good. Let's just cheers. More than anything, cheers. Mm. Whoa. Oh, I got the cayenne pepper. Oh, that is so good. Oh my God. Okay, wait. This is what I'm noticing. This is like these are my thoughts. Holy crap. That's really good. Okay. Whew, there's a lot happening here. A lot going on. Wait, let me take one more sip. That was good. That was delicious. Hold on. Mm. Wow. Oh my God. You get the cinnamon and you get the cayenne pepper in the same thing. Okay. Whew. That was really good. This one's a fun one. Oh my God. Okay, so here it is. One, when you put the whipped cream and then you top it with like the cocoa powder and the cinnamon, when you drink it, it smells like, chocolatey cinnamon. Like it smells like a chocolatey cinnamon dessert, which makes sense. But like it's like the powder's right next to your nose, so you smell it when you're drinking it. So you get that to start off the experience. And then when you sip it, obviously first, the one thing I'm noticing with all these with the whipped cream is you got to make your way past the whipped cream before you actually know how hot it's going to be because the whipped cream masks the heat completely. But once you get to the drink is like a delicious cinnamony hot chocolate. And then at the very end, you feel the remnants of the cayenne pepper, or the remnants of like the spice. It feels like you get the joy out of having something that like has like some like spice in it. Because like I wouldn't necessarily say this is like spicy, like in terms of like, like a hot sauce, like hotness. It's like it's spicy in the sense of like the spice of you know what I mean? it's really, really good. You get that aftertaste that's like the thrill of like when you have something that has like a little bit of a kick to it. And then the actual drinking flavor is like a cinnamony, chocolatey, thick hot chocolate. Really good. Mm. Got a piece of cocoa powder in there. That's just delicious. You really do get it all. It's a full experience. You start off with the smell of the chocolatey cinnamon. You taste a very nice, rich hot chocolate with a hint of cinnamon, and then you finish off with like the scratch of the cayenne pepper, but like it's not a painful scratch. It's like a nice, very, very good. I would say also you can probably play around with the amount of cayenne pepper that you put in, depending on how much you want to notice it. With the amount that I put in, I definitely like I notice it, but it doesn't feel overpowering anyway. I don't know at what point it gets overpowering. I'm sure that it can, but if you have a regular, like a standard, I don't know what the tolerance level for spice is like, because it's not like hot at all anyway. But it's for people who if you don't like any level of spice, and like maybe it's not as much for you. Really good, really tasty. Chocolate itself is delicious. I think the vanilla and the cinnamon and everything really come together nicely. This is the only recipe that we've done tonight that has cinnamon in it. Oh. And Nikki, enjoy your 41st seltzer. And thank you for coming in. This stuff looks delicious. It tastes delicious. Here's another possible close-up of it. Yeah, just a tasty hot chocolate. Super good. The whipped cream has really been like, so if anyone's making these, definitely would recommend adding either whipped cream or marshmallows to it, because it's like a nice, it balances out both like the chocolatey flavor and the heat of each of these hot chocolates. But damn, again, another one of the books. This was our fourth recipe. This was our last recipe of the night, but we'll do a quick little review, little recap rather, of the four that we've done. So go back over here. We started off with the powdered hot chocolate. This was just any powdered hot chocolate that you like. There are a bunch of different brands, whichever one makes you happy. I did a little bit of that with some whole milk. A very good hot chocolate. It was a milk chocolate hot chocolate. The only one tonight that was milk chocolate. It was just tasty. If you're looking for the taste of just a hot chocolate and you just want something quick and easy, very good option. It's what I've grown up doing. If you want to up things a little bit and you want to spend maybe 10 minutes putting together a hot chocolate, but you want to have something that is like maybe, it doesn't necessarily need to be, it's different. For me, it's elevated, but for you, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a lateral change into another direction. But if you're going for something like a little bit thicker and richer in the chocolate flavor, then you'll end up with something like the simple hot chocolate, which was mainly based off of cocoa powder. There was no real like chopped up dark chocolate in it. However, we did use some for the garnish. If you do have some dark chocolate that you can use, I would recommend going with the recipe number 3, which is the Italian style one. This one is like the simple recipe, but it honestly, it has like, what was it? This one, it's just the ultimate outcome for me was like an enhanced version of the simple one. I actually liked this one over the previous one, and I found them to be like comparable in the experience that I got out of it. If I'm gonna make the second one, I'm probably gonna choose this third recipe over it. But again, they were both delicious, and they were different. So you might see them differently. You might like one the same amount as the other, and just have them as different experiences. And the last one that we just made was this one right here, which is the Mexican style hot chocolate. I'll give you one more little close up of this one. This one had some cinnamon and cayenne pepper in it. Had a little bit of like that spice at the end, like the flavor of the spice at the end, which was really, really nice. I never had that experience out of hot chocolate. Very, very tasty. It was a nice like breaker of the pattern of the hot chocolates we've been having so far. It brought in like a different flavor profile. The texture changed. The Italian one brought in a new texture. This one brought in a new flavor kind of at the end. Again, this is the Mexican style one. And then I'll bring back, this one's, it's a little bit, it's had its moment, but this was our Italian one. The Italian one looked a little bit different before. It's been sitting for a little bit, but both of them were delicious. If you're looking to try a new hot chocolate recipe that you haven't tried before, I definitely would recommend any one of these. They're all good. Tis the season. If it's chilly out, hot chocolate definitely makes things a lot cozier. But yeah, all of the recipes for these, there are 2 recipe links. You could do exclamation point recipe if you want to see the 2 links to the 2 YouTube videos that I got these recipes from. There were commands for each of them if you wanted the specific video that they're in. And also on Discord and the announcements channel, you can get a lot more information. I made a post today. You get a lot more info on each of these. But yeah, those are our hot chocolates of today. They were really good. I appreciate you hanging out during all of that. Oh, let me do a raffle. I haven't done one of those in like 2 hours. Oh no, let me do raffle. Let's do 40K. 40K. Okay, I missed all of these. But truly, thank you for making these with me. Thanks also for like providing a really good, reason to make these. I'm glad that we got to do them together. Yeah, if any of you do end up making any of these, if you're down to take a picture and post it on Discord, that would be cool. Or if you're down to at least like let me know that you made any of them. I just like I would love to hear about it. I truly like. I think it's cool. It's like we both like did like the same thing, we both got to like have like the same like shared experience. So yeah, if you want to make any of these, again, the information's on Discord. And if you can't find info, but like, a week from now, you're like, oh, hey, I kind of want to make hot chocolate, but which was that recipe that you made that was like just the thick one, whatever. I don't know why that's how I described it. I'll just DM me or ask me during stream. I'll tell you. But yeah, I'm gonna make these when I see my nephew's Christmas week. I hope they enjoy it. I definitely think they will. All of these were tasty. For anyone who likes hot chocolate, I genuinely don't think that you will dislike any of these. If anything, maybe depending on how much you like cayenne pepper, like just like the spicy aspect, maybe it would change how much you use. But in general, these were all delicious. And if you make them for anyone, I think they're a really nice treat. I think that they will fall in love with you immediately, because these are so good. They're so tasty. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm going on and on about these, but truly, I really would switch back to like my desk stream and do more, but let me quickly take a gander at what the Magnolia recipe looks like. Maybe we can quickly get the Magnolia banana pudding. I'm having so many sweets, and like I love sweets. We have so much. We have so much. This is too much for a person who lives alone right now. I need y'all to like be here. Like genuinely, I need to find a way to do something about this. There's so much here. The cookies and this, we still have so much more cookie dough. I need to make a batch and just go around and pass them out or something. Anyway, let me quickly take a look at the recipe for the Magnolia banana pudding. Maybe we can quickly squeeze that in and get that. Oh no. I'm anonymous, but kind of, only a little bit. Wally! I can kind of hear it faintly. Ticklish Pizza, I have that same mug. Ooh, I'm assuming the Rugrats one, probably. Unless you also happen to have a Buenos Aires mug. But yeah, I love it. I got it recently. I got it when Passion was here. It was really fun. And Perseus, oh my god, did I see a seltzer claim? Hold on, sorry, I have chocolate all over like my lips. That tasted delicious. if you drink any of these and then you kiss somebody, they will taste yummy chocolate or yummy chocolate mixed with sweat, which is what I just tasted. The cartoon mug. Oh, hell yeah. I love this mug. I think it's so cool. It's a nice, I feel like it has some character, you know? And it reminds me of a lot of shows I used to watch. But yes, it didn't play all of it? Really? I wonder why. It's the same settings as usual, though. Perseus, enjoy your 19th seltzer. That's what I was looking for. I knew it was in here. Also, congratulations to Nikki and Coffee or Death for 20K each. I hope you enjoy the points. Spend them freely. You could spend them at the Krusty Krab, or many, probably more things in the future too. And Ticklish Pizza, I hope you enjoy your 19th seltzer. And again, thank you for coming in. We're finishing up soon, but we might do one more quick thing. I'm looking at the recipe right now that I have listed here. And thank you for the lurk, Wally. And thank you for being here. Also, Wally, again, thank you so much for 29 months. So many months. Is that 2? No, it's 2.5. I guess that's 2.25. Is there a new badge for that? I don't think there is. There might be soon. But again, 29 months is so many. I thank you also for using your Prime here. I appreciate you picking the stream as the place to park it, and it really does mean a lot. I try not to take it for granted. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so here's the recipe for the Magnolia Bakery banana pudding, which I want to make and then I want to taste test. I think we can do. Wait, let me pull it up. No, load. Okay. Desserts. Bread pudding, Magnolia Bakery banana pudding. Opening it up. Okay, so in a large bowl, we need to beat together sweetened condensed milk and water until well combined, about a minute. We add the pudding mix, and that's it. Let's start it. Let's do it. Let's just quickly. let's start this banana pudding. Let's do it. It's gonna be great. And then tomorrow on stream. Tomorrow probably will not be a cooking stream, but I'll try to finish the banana pudding tomorrow, like afternoon. I think I just need to do one. I just need to assemble it, and then I think it'll be ready by stream time. And at stream time, by the desk, we'll be able to taste test. So let's quickly make that little mixture, and I think we'll be good. I'm heading to bed. Thank you so much, Katie, for being here. Thank you for hanging out while we made the hot chocolate. If you ever do make any of these, I hope you enjoyed your was it hot chocolate that you had tonight that Maniac got you? Maniac got you something. I'm trying to remember, but anyway, you don't need an answer. You can go to sleep. Sorry for holding you up. But truly, thank you for being here. All the love to you and Maniac. And thank you. I'll try the Italian one for sure. Oh, absolutely. The Italian one, if for anyone who's never made or has never had like any fancier hot chocolate, I think the Italian one is the perfect for you. Also, oh my God, Purple Skies. Thank you so much for using your Prime here. Thanks for subbing. I hope you enjoy the month with no ads and emotes that come with it. We got plenty more streams to do. We're gonna quickly do one last thing here. We're gonna start making banana pudding. So for this, we're gonna be using not too many things. We have, that's a lie. We have this sweetened condensed milk. We have we're gonna use some water, and then we have some pudding mix. We are going to be using, let's clear this area out a teeny little bit. Don't need to do too much here. We just made 4 different hot chocolates. For anyone who, by the way, who like either missed any parts of the stream or wants to go back to any parts of the stream, the VOD is going to be up for like 60 days. But also, I highlight these too. Anytime we do like a baking stream, anytime we do any activity, I always highlight it. So you can always, they'll live on the channel forever. So if you ever do want to go back to anything that we've done in the past, or you want to see some other things that we may have done that you may not have been here for, they are always there as a fun little fact. So yeah, okay, I think we can actually leave this here. This is a mess, but it's okay. Okay, so we have our sweetened condensed milk. Let's see what this camera looks like. Let's actually do this. Let's reset you quickly. Been watching for a long time. Really? Oh my God. Wait, oh my God. 2 years, 9 months? Did you have a different oh my, you don't need to chat too much if you don't want to. Did you have, oh my God, did you have a different username before, or have I just not said hi to you in a long time? But either way, also hi Kia. Or if you want to keep lurking, you can totally lurk too. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy that you're choosing to spend any time with me. But Kia, I also hope you enjoy your 132nd seltzer. And hello, happy Sunday night. All right, let's get this recipe going. We're gonna do our last little bit. This one was not really planned, but I've wanted to do this, and I think we can. I'm gonna use our big bowl here. I'm gonna grab this thing. We are going to zoom this out a little bit. Let's see what you look like. See how the lens, the lens does that? Let's try this. Come on. There we go. We got something. Let's take a look at what that looks like. All right, what would you see? Not that. Okay. You'll see my feet probably. Let's bring you right over there. Cool. Oh, I had a different user before. Got it. Oh, well, anyway, I appreciate you subbing in here. I hope I hope you continue to enjoy any of the streams that we do. It really does mean a lot. I appreciate using your Premiere too. It's very like, you know, it's you get one of them. Yeah, and you chose the stream, which is like, it means a lot. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna quickly start making banana pudding. What we need to do is we need to beat together sweetened condensed milk. We need 14 ounces, which I believe is this entire can that we have here. 14 ounces. And we need water. We need 1.5 cups of ice cold water. So I think we can do that. I'm gonna grab this measuring cup that we had beforehand. That was quite a bit over there. I'm gonna get a little more soap. My kitchen is a mess right now. Those cooking channels on TV, they have such clean kitchens. I mean, they're set kitchens anyway. They're not even like real, but they're kind of real. They're just not in a home. But they're always so clean. We have everything prepared there. All right, so there's that. I'm gonna bring you over here. I am going to grab some ice. I'm in my cooking era, I am. I'm gonna grab, oh, I have an idea. Okay, this is definitely an idea. I have these ice chips. All right, wait, hold on. I'm gonna try to like break this up a little bit. Okay. I think that's enough to break that up. This is ice cold water. So here's some ice. Okay. Now I'm going to fill this up about, I think, 1.5 cups, it says. Let me see. Cups of ice cold water, 1.5 cups. So I'm going to take this. Okay. This seems like it'll work a little bit. So now I have 1.5 cups of ice cold water. That seems pretty solid. Also, Purple Skies, thank you for the lyric. We got this. Then we have our pudding mix here. So we have our sweetened condensed milk. Let's take you and let's throw you in. See what this looks like. I've never smelled sweetened condensed milk before, but now I have. Okay, so beat this together. So I'm gonna take you. Just gonna, you know what? I'm going to have to grab a spoon for this. All right, give me a second. Let's do this for a moment. Hold on. Let's fold you in. It looks like pudding. I'm going to grab. Do this. Let's rinse off our whisk quickly. Sorry, that's probably kind of loud. Let me lower that a little bit. Rinse off our whisk, and then I'm gonna grab a little spatula to help serve this out. have this fun little green spatula that I'm going to use to help get this out of here. This is one of my newer spatulas. Is that Michael Bublé blasting in the background? I believe it is. Santa Claus is coming to town. I recognize those horns anywhere. It's like a marching band in your bedroom. All right, so that's there. The water here, looking good. I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna pour in the 1.5 cups of ice cold water. Let's just make sure this recipe is correct. Beat together sweetened condensed milk and water until well combined. All right, so let's put the water. And then we're gonna grab our whisk and we're going to beat this together until it's well combined. I've never made banana pudding, by the way, in my life. So this is where we're experiencing a lot of things that are new to me. I don't know if they're new to you, but if they're new to you, they're new to both of us. If they're not new to you, then they're only new to one of us. Chef Johnny says. Oh no, ad for the GTA Getaway. Absolutely chefing it up. Hi, I have no soul. Which GTA Getaway? Oh wow, this actually did combine. It is an interesting smell. I don't think I can compare this smell to anything. I don't think like I recognize it in any way. I had a drink the other day. I had this beer that tasted like, literally this is the exact thing that it tasted like. It tasted like when you smell a vanilla candle and you're like, I wonder what this would be if I bit into this and I ate a piece. The beer that I had tasted exactly like what that probably tastes like. It's like what you drink the beer and you're like, this tastes like I just ate, like I took a bite of a vanilla candle. It was a very unique experience. I've never done that before. Like it never hit. I used to eat banana pudding when I was a kid. I love it. I like it from Magnolia. I mean, I like it from anywhere probably, but I mainly have had it from Magnolia. All right, that actually combined pretty quickly, which I guess makes sense. Add in the pudding mix and beat well. The pudding mix, we need 3.4 ounces, which I think is this entire box. Just about. All right, it's 3 ounces, but I think that's close enough of vanilla pudding mix. Cook and serve. I hope this is cook and serve, pudding and pie filling. It's the right one? It's the wrong one? You know what? We'll find out. I don't have any other ones, so we're gonna work with it. But yes, Willie, welcome back. Please say yes. I did. Hello. Candle? Yeah, it tasted like you bit into a vanilla candle. Add the pudding mix and beat well about 2 minutes. So we're gonna add this pudding mix over here. We've had breakfast for dinner, and I wanted to post in Discord that I was making eggs while whisking. Wait, because it made me think of, oh my god, you whisking the lava cake. It was a process. It was such a process, whisking that lava cake. There we go, we have that there, and now we're going to whisk that together. I think it's gonna take about 2 minutes, but this should kind of cover it all. Oh, this smells delicious now. Wow, that vanilla really carried. I love breakfast for dinner is amazing. I haven't done breakfast for dinner in a while, but I should. I feel like I have got eggs. I don't have pancake mix, or maybe I do have. Do I have pancake mix? I don't have pancake mix. We should make pancakes. I still want to do a little breakfast stream. I think but it needs to happen naturally. I don't think I'm going to plan the breakfast stream. I think planning it doesn't work out for me because I just need to wake up on time. But if I wake up like early enough, I might just go live and it might be just like an oddly early stream where we may do some breakfasty things. I think we've gotten a lot better in terms of the setup. I mean, you didn't see the switch into the setup, but the setup for this stream was a lot quicker than usual. The more quickly we can switch between the desk and here, the more of a chance we can do them both in the same stream. All right, this seems pretty well combined if you ask me. Add the pudding mix and beat well for about 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna do this to really make sure that gets. Before I was like mixing it, now I'm like actually like beating it. But yes, What is everyone's week's plans? I have work this week. When's Christmas? Is Christmas next week? I guess so. But yeah, I'm gonna work. I have a few more apartment things to do. I'm gonna try this week so I've mentioned this a lot in the past. I did not shut up about it. But as you know, like I made the bed frame but I haven't made the fabric cover for it yet. I think this week I finally have like my sewing station, just about ready enough to be able to use. So I'm gonna try to draft the pattern for my bed cover this week. And then I brought the fabric here. So I have the fabric that I'm gonna use for it. So I could show it to you. And then we may sew the bed cover. Alternatively, I still wanna do a sewing stream soon. So next weekend I have one planned. But I don't want to say what we're sewing yet, just in case we don't end up doing it. But I think that we will. I think we're gonna have a nice, fun sewing stream, because I'm gonna have all my fabric here too, so we're actually gonna be able to use it. Anyway, I think this looks good. I think I just need to cover this now and refrigerate it overnight. Cover and refrigerate for 3 to 4 hours or overnight. So basically, I think the pudding mixture needs to set, which is what it says. It says that if I don't let it sit for long enough, then it's not going to then the what was I gonna say? It'll be too watery. So if I need to cover it, I guess I'll cover it with like some tin foil or aluminum foil or whatever. Let's try this out. I think I need one more strip to get this to the last bit. I don't know if it matters or not, but just in case. All right. Hope that wasn't too loud, I'm sorry. All right, and again, after today's stream, I will begin eating your gingerbread cookies. So if anyone wants to see what they look like, the picture of all of them is on Discord. If anyone wants a close-up picture of your gingerbread cookie, let me know. I'll post it. Because I did take close-up pictures, but I am going to begin eating them. Otherwise, they will just sit forever. But yes, okay, so cover and refrigerate. So now I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna bring it to the fridge. Let's go back to our full little kitchen shot over here. Let me actually bring you over here. And now let's put this in the fridge. And then tomorrow, I'm going to finish making this. They really kind of like force you into it. Like I don't have a choice. Now like I need to let it sit overnight and then I need to work on it tomorrow. But anyway, how many hot chocolates left? Oh, that was all of them. We made them all. We had our Mexican hot chocolate, which was this one. I mean, none of them are really gonna look the same way that they did beforehand. But if you want, honestly, I'm gonna post pictures of all of them. They're all kind of like dissolved now, but I'll try to go back. Yeah, I'll go back to the stream and I'll go back to the VOD and I'll take like pictures of all of them and I'll post them onto the food Discord either tonight or tomorrow. So anyone who wants to see them can see them. But yes, I am back and have 2 ads. I am so sorry. They probably loaded up the stream again. Technically, after you see the ads, you shouldn't see any more as long as the page doesn't refresh, I think. But they were delicious. They were so tasty. Would highly recommend trying them for anyone who's looking to make a slightly more enhanced hot chocolate than you've had in the past, or if you're used to making powdered hot chocolate, I would recommend taking the step to the Italian one. If you want to try something slightly different or you like a little bit of spice, the Mexican hot chocolate was delicious. It also had that cinnamon aspect to it. And then if you just want the taste of hot chocolate, but you don't want to put in a lot of work, the powdered hot chocolate was absolutely delicious. This is truly great rare emotes. I know. If you want, you can at least use your channel points to like use them in here. But I wouldn't redeem today. I would redeem them like next time. I made it as cheap as I could, as it let me. I think it was like 80 points is the lowest it lets me do for the emotes one because it's the Twitch one. But yes, I did. Fear not. Yeah, at least you can use them in here. Some of them are follower ones too. Oh, you didn't like it? Well, I definitely, I think that depending on where your spice, like how much you enjoy the flavor of like cayenne pepper, it's not even like spiciness, it's just like how much you like cayenne pepper really, or like the peppery flavor. That'll probably impact like how much you like the Mexican hot chocolate, but I loved it. I thought it was delicious. I'll definitely be making it again. I only like the Mexican hot chocolate. Yeah, I think it's delicious. It is right up my alley for things for like my flavor profile. We'll definitely be making it again. My semester's over, so not too much going on for me. I'll be at the gym throughout the week. Oh, nice for the week. Finishing up some Christmas shopping. Yeah, Christmas shopping is another thing. Getting gifts for people. I still probably have a few things I need to I need to get. Yeah, and then for anyone who, if you're able to, don't forget to get yourself something nice for this holiday season. We also have to decorate our tree. So I think I want to decorate the tree. I think there's a chance that we decorate the tree tomorrow. I'm gonna try to light up the tree off stream, and then maybe on Tuesday we'll have our tree decorating stream where we'll get to put up the ornaments that we have, and then I'll probably be able to use we'll get to put up some ornaments that we get to decorate for each person that's in there during the stream. I'll probably get to have something going where we can like draw a little picture on it. It's gonna be like gingerbread cookies, but with markers. But I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm just gonna be very happy to have a tree, and then you'll all get to live eternally on this tree and on the ornaments that I have for it, which I think is gonna be really cool. But yes, I hate the holiday season. It's fair enough. It's one of those things where it's like, whatever. It doesn't need to be anything, but if it does mean something to you and it is a time that you enjoy, then wonderful. But if it's not, it's also understandable. I like this time of year. I like this time of year. I like doing the activities that we do, and I like I don't know. I like sharing the activities that I do like with you and with the stream. I think it's really nice for like me. I get a lot of joy out of it. But I understand too, though, that like the year can be hard, especially this time of year, depending on what your experience is with it. But anyway, I think that's everything. We started the banana pudding. We made 4 different hot chocolates today. The VOD is going to be stacked with everything that we've done. So if anyone wants to go back and see them, you can. I'll be posting the clips on Discord in the clips channel. If any of you, by the way, ever clip anything here and you want to share it in the clips channel, it's for anyone to post. So you can, but no pressure. You don't have to. But just know that it is there. I'll be posting the clips for it after I go back to the stream. I might do that tomorrow though, because I have a little bit of cleanup to do, as we can see. But anyway, it's truly wonderful. I'm glad we got to do this. I'll post tomorrow. I'll update the schedule for this upcoming week with what we plan to do. I think we might have at least one more kitchen stream this upcoming week. But we'll see. Nothing's really, I have a lot of things planned, but at the same time, nothing is like set. So we kind of just play it by ear at this point. Can't wait to see my headless snowman. Yeah, I honestly don't think I have any hunger left in me for the next like 15 minutes to be able to bite into any of these. But I think I will in 15 minutes. I think I just need to let the chocolate pass a little bit. But yes, I know we need to. We've done it all. We do have 2 more minutes until the greatest time of all time, where we can make our wishes. But again, here's the final goodbye for the gingerbread cookies that we made 2 days ago stream. Here's the final goodbye. You can see them here. There's the snowman. Do you know what the snowman looks like? So I went after stream and I made the snowman. The snowman looks like the Peanut. What's the Peanut? What's that company that has the Peanut? I don't remember, but it looks like the Peanut. I realize that now. But yeah, we have our lovely gingerbread people things. Our Patrick, honestly, kind of. So there's the purple that we did. So here's the thing: the Patrick looks kind of horrifying, but at the same time, way more impressive than I thought the Patrick was gonna be. I did not actually think, I think you see this and you're like, oh, that's Patrick. Does it look like the cartoon Patrick? Enough for you to recognize him. Mr. Peanut, Planter's Nuts, that's the one. That's what this looks like. This looks like the Peanut, the Planter's Nuts Peanut. But yeah, we have our angel, we have our heart that I did take a bite out of during today's stream. We have Passion. If anyone's in Passion's Discord, there's now an emote that you can use for the Passion cookie, as well as the close-up of Passion's face, of the Passion cookie face. Here you have, I don't even know, they're all just amazing. You got the snowflake, you got the Wigfoot, you got Wigfoot snowflake, you got the Santa. Oh God, wait, let me get the Luigi out. Sorry, we're almost done. We'll end stream in a moment. I just want to show you without killing him. Luigi Santa Head. Luigi Santa Head. Luigi Santa, a little gingerbread over there, 1111. Thank you. That's what we really needed. We were really just stalling for that. There it is. And then I think I showed most of them. Let me get one more look at the last three that I did not show in today's stream at least. So we have our Rudolph, got a little bit crushed over there, but Rudolph is still thriving. We have our smiling blue reindeer. This is Katie's smiling blue reindeer. And we have Lily's eyeball snowflake, eye snowflake, snowflake with an eye. It's green and white, and it has a lot of like shiny little sprinkles on it. Honestly, these are delicious. Fantastic suggestions, ideas from all of you. Just all in all, very, very just fun, good. Can't wait to do more of it. We're gonna have more. Oh God, what do we? Sorry, let me just. Is this better? Is this what you wanted? Is this what you want? This is not good for my knees, which are shaking. There we go. The way that it still works kills me. Okay, that's what we really needed. We just needed it. We needed to wait for 1111 to hit, and I guess the buggy as well. Again, the next stream that we do, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna probably end up taste testing the banana pudding. I'm gonna get Magnolia's banana pudding and have that ready, and then we're gonna try to have them both, and I'll tell you if the recipe that I followed actually lines up with it. And then if it does, then I'll share the recipe. It's their recipe that they published, so there is that. But anyway, again, huge thank you to anyone who subbed today, who hung out, who watched any of the hot chocolate recipes. If you want to go back to any of them or you want to get the links to any of them, there are commands in place, but you can always check Discord or you can just ask me, you can whisper me or message me on anything. I'll share any of it. None of it is mine. Everything I find online, I just put it together for stream. But truly, have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. This made my night. I appreciate it. I'm glad it made your night. It made my night as well. Thank you, Willie, for being here. Peyton, Megs, Nikki, Wigfoot, Coffee or Death, anyone else who's lurking. I have no soul. Anyone who's lurking in the background. And again, thank you for I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you all got to claim your seltzers as well. Wild ending at this time. I know. I feel like it's oddly early for us. This week, I'm going to try to stream at more reasonable hours. These streams, here's the thing. So for this stream, we had this fun little, sorry, I'll actually end in a second. We had this overlay here, and I got all these buttons here. Look at that. I did all, I made all this stuff. So we, the thing is, all of this stream, this one, even the gingerbread one with like the notes and stuff, that one was still a little bit half baked. I keep rushing to finish these because like we make them, like I'm not like pulling them from anywhere, and then I end up finishing them kind of or trying to wrap them up, and then it's like 9 p.m. already. I'm like, oh my god, okay, wait, I need to start stream, and then I quickly get the setup together and then we go. But it's really whenever it's like it's because of the fancier little overlays, but I'm really glad that we have them because this one we're gonna expand on this one a little bit more. We're gonna use it for future streams. Maybe it'll adapt a little bit, but I think it's really fun to have and it's useful for like just seeing what we're using. I might try to have it with the steps too, so we can actually like if anyone's looking for future cooking streams, if anyone's looking to make stuff with me, I'm hoping to be able to have the steps or something on display as well, so we can use those. Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm gonna switch back to my desk to go see. Well, actually, let's see who's live right now. Let's take a look. I can probably do it from here. I realized. I forget that like my phone like shows me who's live. Let's see. We have. Oh my god. Oh, we got plenty. Oh, a lot of people are live right now. Oh my god. And then we have our favorite little animals that are live as well. Okay. Oh, do we go to the kitties again? We got like a stack. Are the kitties sleeping? I might go to the raccoons that are, let me see what the raccoons are up to. They are kind of thriving at the moment. There's a whole squad up. We can do that. Actually, no, wait. Oh no, Brianna's live. Let's go to Brianna. All right, we're gonna go to Brianna's stream right now. Again, if anyone here, sorry, let me turn off my volume. If anyone here, if you just followed today or if you're lurking or watching, we'll be live a bunch this week and we'll continue to be live. So if you haven't followed and you want to be notified when I'm live, you can follow, but no pressure if you don't want to. You can also just check in whenever you want to. The Discord is going to be the most consistent way to know when I'm live, though, because I have the schedule there. I almost sent this in Brianna's chat. That would have been a mess. Let's send this in my own chat. That'd be a better idea. But if you want to be notified when I'm live, the Discord is one of the best ways to go, but following is the real way to get what you need out of this. Okay. I really hope that I have this spelled out. Doing everything from mobile is a very interesting experience. Let's see. Did it work? I don't know if it worked. Let's see if we can if we can trigger this. All right, I'm just gonna do it from here, and then I'll go back. I'll run in front of the camera again. Okay, cool, sick. All right, we're gonna go into. Oh wow, is this the song from Love Actually? It is. Okay, cool. But anyway, we're gonna be rating into Brianna's stream right now. Again, thank you. Thank you for the recipes in the stream. Stay safe and cozy as always, truly, and same to you and same to, again, everyone here. Thank you for the kind words. I hope you all have a wonderful start to your week if it is currently Sunday night for you as it is for me. If it is earlier in the day right now for Sunday, I hope you have a good rest of your day. If it is already Monday morning or Monday afternoon, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you're having a good start to your week. All of the love to you. Truly, truly, truly. I can thank you till the end of time, but I really do appreciate you spending your nights with me. I have so much fun, and I can't wait to do so much more. It's never gonna stop. We're always gonna, the ideas will just keep coming. 6 p.m. Monday. Wahoo. Is it really? Oh my God. It's 5 a.m. It is 5 a.m.? This is so interesting to see just the range and the time zones. Oh my God. Damn. Well, again, thanks for hanging out during the hours that it is for you. Holy. Okay, anyway, all of the love. I'm gonna quickly run so I can end stream from there because I can't do it from here, but I'm around, I'm on Discord, I'll be lurking in chats, and I'll be live tomorrow, so I'll see you then, okay? Thank you again for being here. Okay, we'll talk soon. I don't know if it's gonna kick off or what, but we'll just go. We'll right back over here. You could still see me, it's okay.